bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hip in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come on with a dank, skrilling in a tank, rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
That fucking
Buongiorno.
Arrivederci.
Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm Easy, joined by Spin Morax, Young Chris, and a Nicholas Koloff. Pizza debt is paid.
Woo woo. Shout out. No free
Boy.
sponsors.
GD.
No free sponsors. No free sponsors. No free sponsors.
Great pizza.
Great pizza, though.
It was
great.
New spot,
jalapeno and
new spot,
burrata.
Great pizza.
Phenomenal
Never had it?
pizza
Shout
from
to
Undisclosed
Yeah,
place.
that was really good.
New spot, great pizza. Chris can never admit it, though, because he faked sick at work one time. Just joking. Totally made it up.
Nice, Easy. Good cover.
I got you. If you guys are wondering, I did win the $500 yesterday.
Yeah.
Shout out. Your boy lost 5.8% of his body weight.
Woo.
Keep going. I just
to
went
go.
hard for that last week, for sure.
Keep it going, yeah. As
How
much
you
as I love
feeling?
Art and Jakes, that cookie bliss can wait.
Yeah, shout out. How are you feeling, though, Easy?
Sneak one in there.
Them bitches are good.
How's
feel
the energy?
fucking
I know you've
good,
been doing the
dude. I feel
fasting,
fucking
everything in
good, man.
between. Tell
Yeah.
us about the journey so far.
Honestly, like, I feel my body again, if that makes sense. I don't know if you haven't been this big, but, like, I used to be fairly athletic. I'm not saying the most athletic guy, but I could move for a big guy. I always had that part of me, and I lost that part of me, the bigger I got. And so now that I'm back in the gym, doing a little jiu-jitsu here and there, like, I could feel my body in there, but now it's just being hampered by the fucking flub around it. So now we just got to burn the flub around it, and we're back to fucking everyone's girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you got loose. You know, you loosened up a little bit, but now it's about burning it off.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, good shit, man. Proud of
Yes,
you.
sir. Big
Proud
show.
of you.
Thanks, Doug. Thanks, Bo. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. Lots of Lions stuff for you, but we got a lot of pushback yesterday. We did. It happened during the live show. Happened in some of the post-show clips. You know, we're negative, and we're pieces of shit. We're fat, middle-aged guys.
Yeah.
We don't represent the city. So
Beards suck.
I decided, Spinny, and you don't have to partake if you don't want to. Chris, Nick, you as well, that I'm just going to give everybody what they want. I am going to give them exactly what they want to hear. I'm going to start us off. The Detroit Lions are the best team in the National Football League.
I like that one.
Unanimously.
I got one
Undisputed.
for you. The Detroit Lions are the only team that will be unaffected by injury next year. 100% of their starters are going to play 100% of the games.
That's what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Nick, you got anything?
We have the best quarterback in the NFL that can handle pressure from the right side, even if it's Myles Garrett attacking rookie. Blake Miller, who's the best rookie in football, undisputed.
No one can debate that. No one can debate. If Myles Garrett lined up across Blake Miller today, he's knocking his dick in the dirt.
Here, I got one for you. This was news to me. So I'm glad these people on the Instagram comments that said, I don't know ball, they learned me something today, Easy.
Okay.
They told me in the past 2 years, and this is true, because somebody said it is a fact that the Lions have more playoff wins in the past 2 years than the Rams and the Eagles. You know, don't let the Lions not having a playoff win in the past 2 years affect that fact.
No, we're only speaking facts.
No, we're only speaking facts. That's what I was told. I don't know ball,
You're an idiot.
but they got more wins.
You're an absolute idiot. to be
It's
honest.
true. It's true.
If you think that. The Detroit Lions did not get blown out against the LA Rams. They did not score a last-minute touchdown in the final 2 minutes. They were in that game the whole time.
They were. And here's another one for you. They
didn't even lose, but they just ran out of time.
No, they just ran out of time.
They didn't even lose. They just ran out of time.
Yeah, the clock ran out. They didn't lose that
They
game.
won the Super Bowl last year.
They did.
Brad Holmes undefeated, never lost since he checked in.
Here, I got one for you. This is, again, these are, like, you guys might think
what they wanna
that
hear.
I'm making this up, or you might think that these are just completely false statements, but they can't be, because these are what people who told me I don't know ball told me in my Instagram comments just last night. They also told me that Myles Garrett is the only player on the Rams. Why do we got to worry about one guy? Why should we worry about one guy?
Yeah.
He's all they got.
We also did not miss out on Myles Garrett.
No.
The Lions did not miss
He's
out on
actually
Myles
on the
Garrett.
team.
He's actually on the team today.
Yeah.
Suited and booted, ready to go. Shout out Myles Garrett,
I
your
got
newest Detroit Lion.
I got one for you guys.
There we go.
This playoff run will not be hampered like our last playoff run by Ben Johnson's involvement.
Thank God his dumb ass isn't here to call the plays and fuck everything up.
Exactly.
In fact, we haven't lost a game since he walked out that door.
He caused so many interceptions.
Yeah. What an idiot.
What
an idiot. He didn't even win the division last year.
Didn't win the division.
We won the division.
We did.
beat them.
We were
We're
in-
the division winners.
We won playoff games last year.
Last year, yes, undefeated in the playoffs.
More than the Rams.
That's true. We didn't lose a single game in the playoffs.
I got another one to add on because this was the same guy who told me this.
Okay.
You know that the one you don't got to worry about one guy on a team, right? It's just one guy. He also told me the only reason the Lions went from the 1 seed to out of the playoffs, which they didn't actually, they didn't miss the playoffs, was because Frank Ragnow retired. So you don't got to worry about one guy, but one guy can change your seeding from 1st to 4th in the division.
Shout out to my guy, Uncle Neil, from the morning show. The Detroit Lions are better than the Rams. They're actually
man.
just as good as the
I
Rams.
do what I want.
I got one for you.
Shout out.
Last year was 100% a successful season.
Yeah.
Because the Lions went over 500 despite missing the playoffs. And we should bow down to Bradley for giving us an over 500 team. Yeah, we missed the playoffs, but you know what we didn't do? Lose a playoff game. How about that?
And
Only team.
this is true. Don't let Super Bowl trophies, division champions, playoff wins, MVP awards, don't let those fool you. Brad Holmes is better at this than Les Snead.
Yeah, he's the best GM in
He
the
is the
league.
best GM in the NFL. He can do no wrong. This is what you are telling us. And why would I not listen to the people? I love the people.
Lions are just as good as the Rams. They got better.
Super chat in there from Indy Lions. His idea for the subathon. Every hour you prank call someone from a 920 area code. The possibilities are endless. Fuck the Packers. I mean, I'm down.
I love that
down to
idea.
prank call some cheeseheads.
I think that's a brilliant idea. Shout out to Indy Lion for that one.
Hey, boys, listen. 9-8 is a down year. That says a lot. They didn't make the playoffs. No, they did. Sorry. I forgot they did. And they have just as many wins as the Rams over the past. Someone literally told me that the Lions have more or the same amount of wins the past 2 years in the playoffs than the Rams.
Hold on. Let me read this one. All right. DNC, shout out. This is a great poll. I do remember hearing this one, too. In a straight face, no smile, no laugh. It's not like God Hates Cowards comments yesterday where I left out the emoji. This is our guy, Neil. Love you, Neil.
Neil said this.
I love you, Neil. This is not word, it's not verbatim, but this is the message delivered. And shout out DNC for reminding me. Yeah, we might regret letting Myles Garrett go to the Rams. But what's to say the Rams won't regret letting us get Blake Miller?
There's no. Did he actually say that?
Yes.
This guy Neil.
Yes.
Man.
Listen,
I do what
Anakin,
I want.
I know you're happy right now. If you showed up today, I know you hated us yesterday. It was becoming unbearable to listen to. But this is the truth. This is what you guys want to hear. We're gonna give you guys what you want to hear.
Yeah.
All right. There's no point in breaking down anything, having an analysis of anything, because Detroit Lions are the best. They will always be the best. Doesn't matter who's starting. Doesn't matter if it's Jared Goff. Doesn't matter who's coaching. Doesn't matter if it's Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
Drew Petzing. Johnny Morton. They are the fucking best. Anybody that's departed from this team is absolute shit.
Sucks.
And the only reason they were ever good is because they donned the Honolulu blue across their back.
And defensive player of the years aren't good anymore.
They never were, dude.
No.
Micah
Just
Parsons,
one guy.
not good. Just
Future
a
Hall of-
regular good player.
Future Hall of Famers, not good.
No.
I'll tell you this as well. I'm so happy that we didn't go out and get a Hall of Fame defensive end or anybody that, all pro caliber.
We got DJ
Because you know
Waddle.
what? We draft in the first round every time, no matter what, all pro talents like Terrion Arnold and Tyleek Williams.
KJ Obey says best franchise in sports. All right,
Everybody knows that. No. Everyone fucking the best franchise. in
Best
sports.
ever.
Ask anybody off the street.
Brad Holmes.
What's the best fucking team of all time?
Brad Holmes is Jesus.
I did see him walk across a puddle one time. I don't know if he's going a little quick. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Maybe he just tripped over it. I don't know. He walked across that puddle.
Yep.
It was phenomenal. To be honest with you. Shout out to
When he
the
gets up to the
undefeated Detroit
podium,
Lions.
he preaches sometimes. Oh yeah, baby.
Jesse Woodward, Blake Miller. Is Frank Ragnow 2.0. And we're just going, everything's flying now. Get your comments in, guys.
Get 'em in
Put
there.
them in the chat.
I
We're reading them, and they're all facts.
actually heard that Blake Miller is actually better than Penei Sewell.
Damn.
He's fucking better than Myles Garrett, dude.
Yeah.
Like, if they lined up today, Blake Miller might end his career.
And this is I was told this by another media member.
Okay.
It's more important to have Jack Campbell on this defense than a Myles Garrett.
I heard that by a media member as well, and I fuck with this guy too. I
do
really
too.
do. My guy from the Mid. I can't think of
rooting
his
for
name. He's he got a great voice.
Does have a great voice.
Phenomenal voice.
Yeah.
Doesn't match the body. I
Good
loved it.
projecting. Very good
Maybe
projecting.
we'll get him on the show. I like that kid.
Phenomenal idea from John F. and Lord. Drunk Mario Kart with the gameplay on the screen for the subathon.
We could do-
Subirio
we could
would
definitely
be
do that.
electric.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen.
You want to talk
we
about
do
the
that.
boys
You wanna do
getting
that?
rowdy? Oh. Yeah, this is fun. Feels good. Feels
Dude,
good.
Yeah, we could definitely run some Subirio Kart.
In the next couple of days, let's please after the show go grab some drinks. Let's brainstorm. 'Cause
Yeah.
We literally have to do that because we were just throwing shit out there with no
with
game plan.
Well,
behind it.
we need to market this
Somebody
out,
didn't
yeah.
show up.
Someone had a hurt foot.
Yeah, someone was in the hospital.
Shout out
Brad Holmes there getting first round picks.
that Friday. The Friday of the show, Nelly is playing Comerica Park
Yeah.
on Juneteenth. So I will not.
We
be
should
there
have
in
Skywalker
attendance.
live from the
Yeah,
Nelly
we're
concert.
gonna
So you're not
need
gonna be
some-
there. You're gonna be at the concert?
I'll be here.
Checking in live.
Our Nelly correspondent.
Oh, he's still here. The Band-Aid looks great.
You can find me in St. Louis.
Will I am asking Woodward Sports
out to
Chat.
Sean.
Should we move on from future picks and trade for another player? No, everything's good as it is, man.
Nope.
We're ready to go.
Why would we do
the
that?
Super Bowl favorites are the Detroit Lions, minus 150.
We
I saw
are-
it in the sportsbook today.
Yeah, we are just as ready to win
Ready
the
to go.
Super Bowl now
Ready to
as we
roll.
were when we were in the NFC Championship game a couple years ago.
And Brad Holmes also still drafts elite All-Pro talent late in the first round. So we're great.
Okay, hold on. No, it's too far. You too far.
Terry
he's a
on.
damn good drafter.
Tyrion, Tyleek,
Ooh, you're bringing out some facts.
Blake Miller.
You're bringing out some facts.
Blake
All
Miller
pro-
hasn't played his snap yet.
Well, we know he's better than Sewell. He's gonna be.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right,
That's fair.
that's enough of this.
I got one more.
All right,
I got one more. Let the chat get this.
I don't like this,
We're
man.
giving them what they want.
I feel like it's rubbing
This
off
is
on me a
bold,
little bit.
nowhere
I want to
shit.
start eating crayons or something. Start sniffing some fucking glue. I'm ready to off some paint. I don't do drugs.
This is from
unless
Alpha
they're
Gridiron 1 in the Woodward Sports chat. He says, I heard Will Rock was let out on bail to coach the Lions. Shout out. Will Rock, I don't want to go there.
Nope.
Don't.
No,
be
we're
smart when you
telling
put your
everybody
money-
the facts.
Yeah, you know what? Go donate your money to Will Rock's Cancer Foundation.
It goes
It's
right.
completely real.
It's 100%
100%
legit.
a real thing.
Yep. And it,
Do it.
do it. All right, let's go to break.
We have I had something I wanted to show you guys
Okay.
about a former, talked about person on the show.
Anakin, that's the point. We're not supposed to sound sincere because it's not real. Dude,
This was a
Jesus, man.
quick shout out to Woodward Cinema. Gonna need
thought I
a
sounded
review
sincere.
of this movie.
Rip.
I give them what they
just-
want. It's not sincere enough. What the fuck is going on, Anakin?
Yeah.
Well, how do I?
I'm telling you, crayons
Brad
for lunch.
Holmes,
Dude,
the best,
wasn't there somebody that's name was crayons for breakfast or something like that?
I don't know. It's
Sorry,
probably-
Nick, but
Sorry.
R.I.P.
That's
Woodward
their
Cinema.
fault.
Check it out.
Shout out to Woodward Cinema. Make sure to
R.I.P.
subscribe to that. This movie trailer just came out and it has an old friend of the show we used to talk about a lot, fellas. It's called How to Rob a Bank, starring a few other people,
you
but
see that
Anna
Yeah, who the fuck
Anna
is that? Is that a
Anna
T-Rex?
Sawi from Shogun is in How to Rob
Oh.
a Bank, a mainstay in a big time Hollywood movie. This movie actually looks electric. Nicholas Hoult, Zoe Kravitz, John C. Reilly, Pete Davidson, and our girl from Shogun, who is
Two baddies.
electric.
Zoe Kravitz and
Electric.
Anna Sawi.
Shout out Danny
shout
G. He
out.
says
That movie looked great though. So
Blake Miller could be a Hall of Fame edge but it's too easy for him, so he moved to tackle.
That makes sense.
That does make sense. I've seen the kid move.
We got a super chat in there from Byrne. He says, this city can't handle the concept of trading Griffin's legends. We won't handle Brad trading a 6th pick for a rookie quarterback like Les Snead did for Goff.
I mean, it was worth it. He got the best quarterback in the National Football League. There's none better. I mean,
That's true. Can
the league force that trade so the Rams wouldn't keep winning Super Bowls?
do the people know that tell me that Brad Holmes is better than Les Snead, that Les Snead drafted Jared Goff?
Can he really?
We got to ask Stick about that.
We do.
Who's a better GM, Les Snead or Brad Holmes? If he says Brad Holmes, you know he's lying because Les Snead drafted Jared Goff. That's the greatest pick in the history of the NFL draft. All right, we're done. Haha, funny. That's literally no, but listen, that is literally what we are dealing with. Like, that's the state of Lions fans, is pure delusion. So,
Who's to say the Rams won't regret letting us get Blake Miller?
did he actually say that?
Yes, dude. You worked with him for fucking 3, 4, 5 years.
I know.
What are you asking me? You've heard him say this
I've
shit.
been clean for 2 weeks, man.
Distance himself from that.
I've been off the ship for a couple weeks.
I want this to be heard on the airwaves. I obviously hope Jared
find it.
Goff does not get injured. We were just painting a scenario in everybody's head.
Were people actually
yesterday.
coming
Don't
at you
say
for
that
that?
during the fucking sarcasm part, though. Now,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
That
We
was-
did say it was over.
I'm confused.
We said it was over. That was a genuine thing. I do not want this team to suck.
No.
And
I
that would
agree, teammate. That was
immediately
sketchy
be
to put
terrible
in the
for the
universe.
city of Detroit and Jared Goff. Love you, Goff. Best quarterback. Love you.
And us. That would devastate our bottom line. if he sucked.
Anakin says, I'll say it again, stop acting like toddlers. We're acting like you.
We're acting like you.
That's you, buddy.
It's literally you.
Evan Murphy with the super chat says, I need to see my guy Nick lose his shit and crash out on 24 hours straight comedy. LFL.
man.
Shout out to guys. Oh, it's good. It's
That was-
inevitable.
That was legendary.
It's inevitable. That was legendary.
That was legendary.
And
Shout out to
Vitriol Carnage says, Stick sucks hog for bus money, then walks anyway.
That's nasty.
We, we do not promote sexual gratification in any way. We do not promote the violence upon others in any way. Everything we say and do on this channel is in comedic and satirical formats. We are not real. You are not real. Please do not sue us. What is real is Planet Fitness. Join Planet Fitness. Go to planetfitness.com to find a location near you. They got 2,700 plus locations worldwide. You can join in club or online at planetfitness.com. $15 a month or upgrade to the Black Card and get use of all their amenities. Planet Fitness, it changed my life. It could change yours as well. Go to planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
The next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Some days call for light, others lean bold. What about everything in between? All Day IPA, the easy choice for every day. Citrusy, crisp, refreshing. Flavor you can float with. Light on the hops, big on refreshment. One's great. Two, even better. Brewed with you in mind. No shortcuts, no fuss. Big on flavor, never too much. All Day IPA. Hop into Easy.
Boys of summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight. This ball is gone. Boys are back in town. Woodward Sports.
All day, Ethan. Listen, All Day IPA has perfected the India Pale Ale. They've been around for 15 years because they're delicious, they're refreshing, they're nutritious, and they're affordable. You know you're going to be drinking them when you're on the golf course, when you're camping, when you're at the bonfire, when you're on the boat. Whatever you're doing this summer, you're probably going to have All Day IPA from Founders. It's a Michigan company, so you should support it. It's important to support Michigan companies. And All Day IPA is more than just a Michigan beer. It is a national brand. So go check it out. Founders All Day IPA. Michigan companies supporting Michigan companies.
What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever Waits Live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy. Do I spin more racks?
We could play board games.
Young Chris. Nicholas Koloff.
Monopoly.
Would that be fun? I don't know if that'd be fun
We
for
could
people
play
to watch.
strip poker.
Unless we had,
Oh, God.
unless we had a camera on.
Dongs out. Chris, can you fix this shot?
Yeah, I got you.
Dogs out. Fix the shot.
I'm sorry. It was getting
Not
me.
enough
I'm like,
Not
half of
entirely.
me's cut off. But what are we going to here?
A couple places we could take it. We have a piece that we kind of talked about yesterday. Kind of scary, if I'm being honest with you. And Aaron Donald. Pat McAfee texted him today, asked him if he's coming back, and his response was, it got me thinking.
Fuck.
And I did look him up. He's 36 years old. That is pretty old.
Isn't Calais Campbell like 40?
Yeah, but he's also like 6'7". His body's built for that shit. Aaron Donald's like 5'10".
Yeah, I feel like he's more built for a longer run. Like the smaller people hold up longer
I
normally.
think he's just naturally a savage motherfucker. He's 35 years old. I apologize.
Yeah.
Oh, he's born May 23rd, so he just turned 35.
Shout out.
So he's a young 35.
It could absolutely play in the NFL tomorrow if he wanted to, and he would still be dominant.
If I'm him, I'm playing it the same way Eric Weddle did. Call me when we're in the playoffs.
Yeah?
Yep.
Like, why hop in now at 35, play the 17, 18-game season and get hurt?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you come in like the back half of the season.
do the Frank Ragnow. Like,
Yeah,
you know?
I
Just
genuinely
now
think that's what
with
Frank's
the
plan was. To just
action
fucking
hurt.
hurt himself.
Yeah, he just had his hamstring was detached from his body, and he didn't know.
What a savage.
Dude, Frank's the man.
Honestly, the pain tolerance is. I have my friend Scott, though. I always tell you about.
Yeah.
Shout out Scott. He's like that with like spices and shit.
Yeah,
and pain as well.
My boy Josh Isro was like that. Is like that with pain. Like he cracked his head open a couple times as a kid and was just like didn't know about it until you turn around and his hair was blonde and like buzz cut, whole head full blood. He'd just be like,
redhead.
"Oh shit, I gotta go home."
Oh,
He'd be
my.
like, "Josh, you fucking."
What'd you guys do to him?
He was in a tree in our backyard and we were throwing apples at him and he had a tennis racket and my brother beamed him right in the forehead and he fucking fell.
Oh,
Smack.
shit.
Pops up, turns around, goes to climb back up the tree. Whole head is blood.
Damn.
And he just walked home.
Rip.
No, he's still here. He's living in Colorado now. But yeah, I was talking about this with Jeff and Booner and some of the boys in the back earlier today. That do you realize Aaron Donald? Like, I don't want to say it's a certainty, but I'm almost 100% positive Aaron Donald is going to come back and play for the Rams this year and try to win another Super Bowl. Cam Jordan, if he does not play in New Orleans and retire or go to wherever his home team is, he is going to play for the Rams next year. Because if you're not just going to, ride off into the sunset at the team you've played for your whole career, you're going to ring chase, right? If you're moving away, it's because you want to go somewhere to win a Super Bowl, and there is no other team in the NFL you would go to that give you a better chance than the Rams. So they very realistically could have the greatest defensive line of all time. Like, with what they already have, you bring back Aaron Donald, who is arguably the greatest defensive player of all time. You bring in Cam Jordan, who, yes, he's not what he used to be, but he's still an upper echelon guy in this league. He had, 10.5 sacks last year, to go with already Byron Young, Kobe Turner, Poona Ford, and Myles Garrett.
Wow.
That would be insane. And it's extremely probable. Like I say, if Cam Jordan doesn't play for the Saints next year, I don't know where he's from. So, that's the only other possibility for me is he wants to go play in his hometown. It'll be for the Rams.
I'm sorry. Do you know who Penny Lane is?
No, is she hot?
Penny
My
Lane?
goodness.
Let's see.
Oh,
I don't
that
think we're
video.
allowed to, because I don't know how
Sports Illustrated?
works.
Are we back on Sports
I
Illustrated
sent it
yet?
to the group. I don't know if we're allowed to play this. because I don't know how the copyright stuff works for Sports Illustrated. I couldn't. I just watched that. That's an hour-long video.
You know what? Let me hit that.
I haven't finished watching. I just gave it to spinning. How nuts is that,
Bro,
it's shot out.
that's real too.
That's natty.
That's all natty.
All natty.
Those
And
boys
gorgeous.
are
Christ, it's Jason
And she's
Bourne.
gorgeous. She
Sorry.
looks like, dare I say, a hotter Hillary Duff.
I'll take it. I'm not.
Dare
saying no.
you not?
I mean, wow. Penny Lane, huh?
That would be the best defensive line in NFL history, in my opinion, though.
I think so too.
But maybe he has to come back, like you said, around Frank Ragnow time, which was like halfway through the season, maybe.
Cam Jordan went to Cal. Of course, Cam Jordan's from California too. If he's from LA, bro.
See, I'm not like
That's
Cam
insane.
Jordan like other people are.
But like, just as your
Nah,
fifth
yeah.
rotational
You're right.
piece.
You're right. We'll talk about the Detroit Lions depth today too, because I do have good things to say about the Detroit Lions.
He's from Arizona. Okay.
He said he went to Cal.
He went to
school.
Cal. He went to Cal in college,
yeah.
but he's born in Arizona. He went to
going
high.
to
He went
the
to high school in Arizona.
Let's go to break. I'm gonna glaze the Lions when we come back.
Well, he's not going to the fucking Cardinals. I'll tell you that.
No.
Unless he really likes Carson Beck and meth.
He's coming to the best team ever. Detroit Lions.
Yeah, because we can afford him.
I don't know if we can.
We can't. We're not signing anybody else.
All right. Tell us about Pure Psych.
Pure psychology.
We'll come back. We're glazing the Lions.
We talk about sports every day. Wins, losses, pressure, expectations. But real life, that's not always easy at Woodward Sports. You're never alone, and neither is your mental health journey. Pure Psychiatry provides personalized psychiatric care designed specifically for you. No cookie-cutter plan. With 16 locations in Michigan and 2 in Ohio, they make getting help accessible and comfortable. If you've been thinking about taking that first step, visit PurePsychMI.com.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. Hunting season is almost here, Detroit, and your Lions are on the prowl. Make sure you're locked into Woodward Sports for all the Dan Campbell reactions, Jared Goff touchdowns, Amon-Ra first downs, Penny pancakes, Kirby picks, Gibbs big plays, and of course, Jack Fox's leg. Stay locked in on all your Lions coverage right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
I cannot wait. I'm back on carbs. This was the day I was looking forward to. I won the $500. I'm going to spend a lot of that $500 at Art and Jake's. Find one near you. Download the AJ app and get special deals and discounts. 80 TVs wall to wall, 22 draft beers, and 90 menu items that are elite. My favorite, as I tell you always, if you're going, you got to try the Cookie Bliss. If you're on the diet, just don't eat. Just fast the next day. It's worth it. I promise you.
I'm a cookie slut. I am. I love
Cameras on me. Everyone said that. Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome, slut.
I mean, that could be the next menu item. Cookie slut.
I am. That's one of my vices for sure.
It is. When I asked Spinny what he gave up for Lent, he said cookies.
I gave up
thought he was
cookies for
fucking
Lent.
with me.
It was tough.
Have you ever had the one from Second Best?
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? They got dessert
skillet?
there? No.
They got the
what?
cookie
They
skillet.
got a cookie skillet?
Yeah.
What's in that one?
Same thing.
Cookie.
Same kind of.
Oh, wow.
Cookie skillet and ice
yeah,
cream,
ice
right?
cream. Yeah.
It's fucking perfect because you got the ooey gooey crispness of the cookie,
I like a boneless
with the
cookie,
fucking
too.
vanilla ice cream melting on top of it. Just combine the two of them. And the cookie's hot as fuck, but you got the ice cream on top of it, so don't burn you.
Yeah.
Y'all roasted me for not getting the cookie bliss, but that lava cake slaps so
Lava cakes are good, too.
hard.
I'm
The
also-
lava cake. I'm a lava cake guy.
I'm
What you gonna
also
tell
a
me
brownie
call me an
whore.
idiot for?
I'm also a brownie whore. Love brownies. I used to like. I'm not
Warm
like.
brownie, scoop of vanilla ice cream. Oh,
I'm not really a
God.
cake guy. My mom used to make brownies for me for my birthday every year.
That's dope.
I'm not a cake guy either, to be honest. Cakes are super overrated.
Yeah,
I've
I
had
agree.
good cake, don't get me wrong.
Good
Like,
cake's good cake.
Yeah, I'll enjoy a good cake.
Like a German chocolate
You know
cake.
what sucks,
Ooh.
though? Ooh,
I like
see?
a thick cake.
Like a white cake.
I like them dark.
I don't fuck with chocolate cake.
You don't like
I think chocolate
like
cake
that.
is fucking gross, a waste of time, crazy.
You gotta have the
Good
vanilla
chocolate
ice cream with
frosting,
it.
Good.
I'm doing free shout out here.
That's fair.
Because this is a place I've been going to since I was like 4 years old.
Okay.
Martin's on 9.5 in Van Dyke. Martin's. It's a diner on 9.5 in Van Dyke. That caramel cake they got there is out of this fucking world, bro. So good. I've literally gotten laid because of it.
Shout out to DNC.
Yeah.
I'll let Sean go. I'm not going at Sean. I'm not gonna, because you know what, Sean was next to Neil, and the ooey gooiness was rubbing off on him. It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
man.
He's a nice guy.
I do what I want.
Hey, Will.i.am, I ain't reading all that, brother, but I'm sorry that happened to you, or I'm happy for whatever you did.
Yeah, you got to send something like that. Super chat you want there. That's a long thing right there.
All right, where are we at?
All right. I got two things.
We're just making Skywalker's job harder by talking nonsense for the first 2 minutes of every segment.
Good,
so he
you're
has to
good, you're
clip
good. I know that I'm going to get pushback on this take. I know it's going to be considered a hot take, but I need you to hear me out because you already rolled your eyes at me yesterday. But I think the Detroit Lions secondary, when healthy and if healthy, is good to go. I truly believe that. I don't think they're bad. I think they're actually like in the upper echelon.
Oh,
Depth included. And I got the evidence. I brought numbers, so I knew I was going to need numbers for this. First off, I'm going to start with the hottest part of this take. And I said it yesterday, too. I think Rock Ya-Sin can arguably be the best cornerback on this team. Genuinely believe that. I went back.
That might be a problem as well, though.
I don't think it is, though, because you look at the numbers, he's holding his part. It'd be a problem if like he was the best of a bad bunch, but that's not the case.
Is he an upper echelon corner in the league?
Last year he was. And 9 games. They played 40 or more snaps than last year. He only averaged 2.1 receptions a game. And only 21 yards a game.
That's good.
That is damn good. That's over 466 snaps. And he names, by the way. We played Matthew Stafford, Patrick Mahomes, the corpse of Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott. Like these
Good
are
wide receiving cores, too.
the wide receivers even better. Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, Jay Jettas, DJ Moore, Jordan Addison, CeeDee Lambs, George Pickens. Like they were good fucking players. And he was forced to start last minute, whatever it was, and he balled out. He played very well. His worst game, Spinny, in that span, he allowed, let me find it, 52 yards against Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. And Matthew Stafford being the quarterback of that team. I think, and I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they're going to be, obviously they're paying DJ a lot of money, but this team prides itself on the competition. That's the whole gimmick, the whole message behind this year's team. Previously, it's been grit. This year's competition, right? I think Rock Ya-Sin, if he holds himself down in camp, could have one of those starting spots, and I'd be completely comfortable in it. And I know DJ Reed, a lot of people, for whatever reason, because of the Cowboys game and the Rams game, mind you, George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Puka Nacua, and fucking Devontae Adams, the crop of receivers they regard in those games, those were his worst games. Other than that, DJ Reed was pretty fucking good. And he is a cornerback, too. It is kind of gross that he was brought here to be your cornerback one. I get that, but Terrion was supposed to be your cornerback one. That's not his fault.
That's fair.
That's not his fault. TA was supposed to take over that role. I don't think it's coming. All due respect to TA. I've been trying to get him on the show. I think since we reported on the stuff with going down there in Florida, that ain't happening. So I'm keeping it a buck. I don't know if that's coming for TA. But I do think TA is a willing tackler, That's how he fucked up his shoulder again in that Green Bay Packers game. Remember that big-ass hit?
He's a good
He
tackler.
laid down Thanksgiving. I do think, and I don't know if it's going to happen, there's going to be a coaching thing too, that he could hold down that nickel spot. I'm going to stay on that one. He played in Alabama. That's what put him on the map. I think this cornerback room is better than people think it is. I think Ennis provides depth. Rocky Sin should be starting. DJ could be starting.
I think this cornerback room is exactly what everybody thinks it is, and I think it's you don't have a cornerback one. I think if you're saying that Rock Yassin is going to be your best cornerback on the year, which you're probably right, which I would honestly lean to agree with you, then you don't have a cornerback one on your team. That being said, this is the path, this is the outlook, this is the trajectory that I expected this team to take when you have the safety tandem of Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph. You can't pay two safeties $20 million a year while having number one corners on the outside. And I liked the idea of using high draft picks on corners, looking for guys like that, and then letting them go and burning them, because cornerback is the most volatile position in the NFL. And you only get these lockdown cornerback one for 10 years every now and then, and you have to pay them a premium. So as long as you have Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch both healthy in the back end of that defense, you can have a bunch of number twos and get away with it. We saw this team make an NFC championship game with Jerry Jacobs and Cam Sutton as your cornerbacks. So you can get away with subpar cornerback play if you have those ball hawks on the back end. That's why I'll say it again, and that's why I'll say it every single time. This Lions team won't do anything in the playoffs unless Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch are both healthy. I don't know if they're going to be. I don't know if I can put my faith into either of them being healthy for the playoffs.
Yeah, health is a big part of it, and that's why I said that at the beginning of the statement. When healthy, I think this cornerback room is a lot better than people give it credit for.
I think the win healthy thing is like
it's key.
100%. It's key. This team's a Super Bowl contender when healthy, but that's the problem. They haven't been healthy ever, straight up, and specifically this secondary. You have two major injuries. Do we know how Kirby Joseph looks when he gets back? Like he could barely walk. This guy, we've seen the update with him and his foot in some medical device. It doesn't look good, whatever's going on in that picture. And then Brian Branch coming back from a major injury as well. I agree. When healthy, this secondary can be elite, but I just don't see these safeties. You can't put all of your faith in the way that they have this offseason in these safeties coming back elite like they were before they got injured. So to me, that's a little bit of a problem. And then the Rocky Sin thing, I think the numbers, in spades last year were pretty good, but this is also like a journeyman. He's on his fifth team for a reason. He hasn't been kept by teams. He's gone, back to back to back to back. This is his fifth team now, and to me, it reminds me of putting just a little bit too much pressure on a journeyman the same way all these other teams have in Detroit. Straight up.
Yeah, and I'm speaking specifically the cornerback room, but introducing the safety tandem into it too, you need those guys to be healthy.
Well, for Rakia, he has been a journeyman. So if you're depending on him to be all of a sudden your number one cornerback, I think you're just going to be set up for failure.
That is fair. He could have just had a really good season. That happens sometimes, It was a contract year technically for him, but a big spotlight. The Detroit Lions are like a primetime team. Maybe it's like I go ball out in this 1 year contract. I'll go get paid the following year. It could have been in 1 year. You're right, Nick. I can't dispute that.
That could have been one thing. Like I said, the cornerback position is so volatile that you don't know what you're going to get out of these guys unless you have an absolute stud year in and year out. And also, the Lions defense couldn't stop the run last year. That doesn't have your cornerbacks are going to go look better when they're averaging 5 yards a carry on the ground.
But I think that's the reason too. Is that's why the run defense looked bad. Is they're attacking the perimeter run game, and the cornerbacks weren't able to do shit about it. You got DJ Reed, Lord bless him, but he is all 5'9". I mean, Skywalker met him in person. We'll get some detail on that a little maybe in the back half of the show. But 5'9", what 180, 188 maybe.
God,
you know what I'm saying? You're missing your safeties. Like, that's where we're getting killed. But we were getting killed in the passing game too, man.
Your defense was awful last year.
Legion of whom? The defense was bad. I have faith in Calvin Shepard. I'm blaming a lot of it on injury. Some on him as well too.
And a lot on Jack Campbell.
I did read a little bit of shit. And I wanted to do a little bit more deep diving, but we had that meeting we had today that the Lions were rolling out there in base defense. And Malcolm Rodriguez, as I expected, was just starting Will. Now, it could just be like they're rolling out in base and they're going to be playing a little bit more nickel than usual. I don't know. I didn't like to hear that, though. That was – but it's OTAs as well. So I'm going to chill on that as well. It's OTAs. Maybe a little too early to have some hot reactions to that one. But I didn't like hearing that. I didn't like reading that.
I would love to see Ennis Rakestraw make a difference for this team this year.
I would too, man.
Like,
and
we need it specifically from that draft where you're getting really borderline nothing depending on Christian Mahogany right now, because I have zero faith in Terrion Arnold. That's another reason why I don't believe this cornerback room is really cutting it right now, because Terrion has just dug himself a hole on and off of the field with injuries, with his performance, with his obviously situation going on. So a guy like Rakestraw, if he could step up for this team, it would be so big. But once again, it's not a guy you can count on because of the injuries. And it goes the same with everybody. It goes the same with everybody. Terrion, Rakestraw, the safeties. Like, yeah, you're going to have to depend on Rock Ya-Sin. You shouldn't have to, but you will.
And like Eazy said, is the cornerback room complete? Is the secondary complete? Like, yes. This is what you got because you can't put any more assets into it. You already have a litany of assets invested into it with first and second round picks, with huge contracts, with all your big free agents that you brought in being guys in that secondary, except for DJ Wanham. So it's got to work out, and you need them to stay healthy. And like I said, you guys know how I feel. I think Kirby Joseph is one of the best players in the NFL. But if he can't stay healthy, it doesn't matter. And your wide or your cornerbacks are good enough if you have the best safety tandem in the league and Aiden Hutchinson plus friends rushing the quarterback. It's like we go back to it all the time, but when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, they had 21 of 22 day one starters playing.
That's the biggest thing, man. The biggest thing for this team is the healthiness. I talked about it yesterday with that 2024 Detroit Lions team, just the combination, the pairing of Aiden Hutchinson and Lee McNeil. When they were healthy in 2024, were causing fucking havoc. 10 sacks between the two, 42 pressures, and just 5 games together. Now, Lee McNeil's had that time to get healthy. Hutch, we know what he was last year. He was phenomenal. If they're that, and this cornerback room can stay healthy, like, I'm not going to say top 10, top 12. I think they could be for sure. The toughest part about it, though, is like they got a really easy schedule. Yeah. There's going to be a few spots where you'll get tested, and you know for sure. The litany test you'll have against like the Patriots, Bills, the division games.
See, I don't think we need like the litmus tests. I think we know when this team is healthy, they are one of the best rosters in the league. But like they have had a historical amount of games missed due to injury in Dan Campbell's regime. It's been light years more than any other team in that stretch. And so you have to factor in that at the very least 3 of your difference makers aren't going to be available, because that's how it's been every year. We got a super chat in there from our guy Lambertini. He says, shout out to heavyweights and Nick. Eat shit, Chris. Let's try and stay loom positive and think of the secondary and D-line will put some magic out of their butts. It's
shout out Lambertini.
I mean, I hate to boil it down like that, but that's what it is, man. And there is nothing anybody can say that should be able to convince anybody that every single person on the Lions defense is going to be healthy at the end of the year, because it's not going to happen.
It's just how the NFL works.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the Detroit Lions have had the most injuries in 2024, the second most injuries in 2025.
And we haven't heard anything to suggest that there's going to be drastic changes in regards to player preparation,
doubled down on that.
training,
We're going to be going
all
harder.
of that. Yeah, like, so I just think at this point it's foolish to not expect injuries. You know, you never want to say that, but at the end of the day, I mean, look, the trend is the trend. 1 year, astronomical outlier, crazy bad luck, whatever. 3 years now, you got to kind of start looking. It's facts.
It's a trend. And, like, the injuries, like Kirby's injury scares me a lot.
Yes.
A lot.
Because that feels like one that's just anytime you have no
It
rhyme or
is.
reason to it.
Yeah.
And once it happens, you just don't know what you can have going forward.
Yeah.
I
Listen,
did
we
see
have
that,
not had an injury in OTAs, is why.
I don't think we did last year either.
Not yet.
No, it's the
Flip of the pads
guys.
on.
It's a style of play that they do day in and day out that wears them down. That's why they don't make it to the finish line. You can't look at OTAs. You got to look at this team week 8, week 9, week 10. What are they looking like there in terms of what's their injury report looking like? Because it's the intensity that they play with so consistently. That's what wears them down. It's not about OTAs.
Yeah. We'll see. Like I wasn't ready to call the Lions Super Bowl contenders before the season started. I'm still not.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not saying that.
They're going to win games. They're going to make the playoffs.
Listen,
They could win a playoff game
I
or
think they
two.
could set themselves on a path similar to what the Patriots did last year. Like the Patriots had a cake-ass schedule.
Yeah.
And the playoffs, I think they had a real tough game against Texans. But I think both those teams proved. You remember watching that game? They were fucking. How many turnovers in that game total? Like 6 or 7? No pun intended. Like there was a fuck ton of turnovers in that game. It was sloppy. It was ugly. They survived that one, and they got to see a backup quarterback in the Denver Broncos. Like I think that the Lions could maybe see themselves on that type of path, which would be a blessing. But at some point, more than likely, you're going to have to see the Rams. And I saw a lot of comments in our videos yesterday. Penei Sewell can go, blow for blow with Myles Garrett. That's not how the NFL works.
It's not how the NFL works.
It's not how football works.
No.
If you're coaching fucking Little League and you had a savage-ass defensive end and the other team had a savage-ass tackle, guess where I'm lining up? My savage-ass defensive end.
Yeah. On
the
the other
weakest
side.
tackle on the team.
On the other side.
That shit was blowing my mind. I mean, seriously, people eat fucking crayons when they type that shit.
Labertini with the super chat. Foreign language. Shout out, Chris. So
it actually translates to hello, Chris. I just looked it up. So shout out.
He had another super chat as well, $20 one. Did you see that one?
yeah, I read it.
Okay.
Shout out Labertini. We appreciate you.
For sure.
Yeah, the injuries is definitely. I mean,
19th.
it's the biggest storyline for this team, straight up. It really is. Like, this team is a no doubt Super Bowl contender when healthy.
Yeah.
We all know this. Yeah. And they continuously drive themselves to injuries with the way they practice, like Chris said. We have talked about it for how many years now, fellas? I know it's a boring same old talking point, but it is the truth. I get in here and I yell on this microphone because I have to make up ways where this team can try to fill out its roster because of injuries. I need to yell about a trade deadline move that didn't happen because a guy got injured. And it is every single season. And now 2 of your best players are already hurt entering 2026, and they could be potential all-pro safeties. Or they could potentially not play. Like, that's where you're at with this team, and it's frustrating as all hell to talk about. But in all, like, to minimize it and keep it simple, that's a fact. This team is a Super Bowl contender when healthy.
Yeah. Don Q with the super chat. Shout out.
Shout out Don Q.
Shout out.
It says pads off during practice to prevent injuries. Yeah. I mean, we heard making changes. We heard a lot of changes were coming, all this stuff.
The rookie minicamp.
They did skip the rookie minicamp.
The NFL was not happy with Baez being on the ground in the Detroit Lions rookie minicamp. So, you know what, this year, we're just going to skip it.
I don't think that's enough. I think they need to completely revamp the way they approach training. I think they need to completely revamp the way they approach practice and defense. And as of right now, the reports are that they're not changing the defense, which I think would be a huge mistake. But again, like Eazy said, base can be base. It doesn't mean you have to run that more. You can just run the nickel set more. So
I do wonder, Spencer, do you think that because this team has been mostly the same players for a long time, like the core has stayed the same, I think you should have, like, I feel like the returns you get from practicing extra hard, from, preparing yourself for game speed constantly, which I know is what Dan Campbell preaches, I feel like that is kind of mitigated by the fact that these guys have all
it doesn't work.
Been here.
It doesn't work. The preach, we do this to get your guys ready for the games. It doesn't work because you're more injured than any team in the NFL over your entire coaching stretch. So that we got to get you in shape so you're ready for the season. That's why we hit. That is not true.
And
the facts and the statistics prove it. You are more injured than any other team, and you do things differently at your practices than every other team in the NHL. It's a pretty obvious correlation.
NFL.
Yeah.
NFL, yeah, sorry.
And your returns on it, like I'm trying to say here, are diminished in my opinion because a lot of the core has been doing this. So these guys are used to this. These guys are used to game speed, preparing. They know what it takes to play with that physical edge in game time.
Yeah.
Those are the type of guys you can load manage throughout the year. You don't need it. Really, it benefits the rookies and the younger guys, new guys. But like for the most part, this core is the same.
Yeah.
They've been doing this for a long time. You're putting like an extra half a season of miles on these guys each time. It's concerning.
Shout out to Jans. He says relaxing in a pool, listening to you all. That must be nice.
Shout out
Definitely
to
use the
Mama
pool today. Shout out Mama Jan. And then Burns says the Lions' litmus test is in the playoffs. Missing is an F. Losing round 1 is an F. Running into a buzzsaw, I'll hear out. We've turned a corner.
Yeah, but I mean, they're going to have a litmus test for me throughout the season.
I agree.
I'm a judgment against the Bills, Patriots.
I think the only litmus tests that I have are like rookies.
I have it for the whole team.
Tylee, Tate, hopefully taking a big step.
Yeah.
Year 2 guys. I think for
Especially
me,
with the defense too.
What about litmus test for the coordinators, though?
well, real quick, Chris, real quick. Just you said Bills and Patriots. I think to me, it's got to be the Green Bay Packers. They swept you last year.
That's what we said. Bills, Patriots, in division games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
I missed the division.
No, you're good. You're good.
Chris, what did you say about coordinators?
I feel like the litmus for me is the coordinator.
They got a lot to prove as well.
Like they both have a lot to prove to me.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on Petzing, and I'm for sure not sold on Shep.
I am sold on Petzing. I was sold on Shep, but this year is like, here's the thing with Shep for me. This year, without an offensive coordinator, and a for sure set in stone offensive staff, Dan Campbell only had the defense to work with. And he told you guys at the combine, I believe it was, that he sat down in the room, broke down the film with them more than he has ever had. And again, there was no offensive staff to even work with. Dan Campbell, grinder. He's going to get into it. So if he sat there, watched the film, broke down whatever reasoning it was for shit going wrong, and he decided Shep was still the guy, I'm a Dan Campbell stan. I'm going to give him this chance.
I don't think Dan Campbell would have had the balls to fire Shep after year 1, even if he came to the realization that it was his fault.
Mind, Dan
I don't
Campbell
think he would have.
absolutely fired Kelvin Shepard.
I don't think he would have.
What the fuck do you mean? Dan Campbell fires everybody on the spot.
He fired
multiple
He
guys
fires old
in
heads.
season.
He's not going to fire one of his
fired
best
young guys,
friends
too.
that
Aubrey
he
Pleasant
backed
was
on.
one of his best friends.
He wasn't the
It's not a yeah.
He wasn't the offensive coordinator
And Kelvin
that he
Shepard
took a
wasn't his
shot
best
on
friend
and
either.
put his name on his line for. I don't think
Anthony
he would have
Lynn
fired
was
him.
one of his best friends as well.
I don't
That's
think there's
bullshit.
anything Shep could have done to got fired in
That's
year 1.
bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I'm not accepting.
And I think that's because, and I think it's proven because of the.
How is it proven? He's
because
fired
of,
multiple
because
people
of the
in season.
availability of much better proven defensive coordinators that they didn't go after that would have given them by far an advantage over Kelvin Shep.
They're out there, Smitty. He would absolutely fired Shep
He hasn't yet.
because they believe in him.
Sure hope so.
Did the defense not see the majority of the injuries last season?
They did. They also saw it a couple years ago under AG.
I mean, damn.
I ain't say that with the super chat. Says we should push LA somewhere else so Myles can't find it. That's fair. Why don't we just take LA and push it somewhere else?
We couldn't just break off California, let it float off. But NFL's doing overseas games anyways. They won't give a fuck.
DNC ENT says, do you think this cheap-ass franchise would have allowed Dan to fire coordinator to pay another one?
Yes, they would have because he fired one on the offense. He's fired multiple people. That is like absolute
only fired-
horseshit.
Well, he
No,
didn't
there's
even-
no only fired. He fired a fuck
He
ton of
didn't
people.
fire John Morton. He
fired John
took,
Morton.
He took his. No, he was still there every game.
John Morton. At the end of the
He was
season-
there every game.
John Morton at the end of the season was fired from his job.
Yeah, but not during the season.
Yeah, he was still helping.
He wasn't doing shit.
He was doing shit.
Shep. All right, I'm not reading that one. Jesus
Was it
Christ.
Super Chat?
No. To be fair, Spenny is right. They didn't even change one positional coach on defense.
They didn't fucking need. They did the homework on it. If you honest and Spinning, don't be offended. I think it's an ignorant ass fucking statement to say that Dan Campbell was scared to fire Shep. Dan Campbell's fired a fucking multitude of people, and half of them have been his friends. Anthony Lynn, his friend. Aubrey Pleasant is his friend. Like I just think he truly believes in Kelvin Shepard. And you go look at the defense last year on the perimeter. Where you were injured the most is where you got killed the most.
Yeah, we know. You blame Kelvin Shepard less than you blame Jack Campbell.
For sure.
Let's go to break. We'll come back. We'll keep talking Lions. But first, let me tell you about Loom. Listen, go to loom.com to find a location near you today because they got something special for you. It is Buzzin' Energy. All hang, no hangover, 7.5 milligrams of THC with 100 milligrams of clean caffeine from green tea extract. You can use promo code WSN30 to get 30% off your order. Make sure you try the new Buzzin' Energy near you today. It's the best of both worlds. You can only find it at Loom. Go to loom.com.
You tired of sitting on the couch all day, not doing anything,
Life's
and working
passing you
for
by.
your life's passing you by? All right, listen. Are you looking for a career upgrade? Check out Mortgage Pros, the #1 mortgage broker to work for in the state of Michigan. We saw their incredible company culture firsthand at their annual block party. Their team truly loves what they do, and it shows. With 4.9 stars on Google and over 4,000 reviews, their reputation speaks for itself. So if you are looking for a new job, give Mortgage Pros in Troy a call at 248-416-1361. That's 248-416-1361. Mortgage Pros. Let the pros handle it.
Don't miss all the Detroit Pistons coverage on Woodward Pistons on YouTube. Head over and subscribe now for in-depth Pistons coverage, player interviews, roundtables, and live watch parties. The bad boys of Detroit media are here. Woodward Sports. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Gold Crown, ladies and gentlemen, it is my shiznit. I love myself some Gold Crown because it's quad infused, covered in keef, THCA infused, and terpenes, of course, as well. These aren't your hit it twice and pass it around pre-rolls. These are, why am I analyzing this game like a coach right now, pre-rolls? Michigan-made, top tier, no shortcuts. Next time you hit the dispensary, don't think, just ask for royal gestures, because if you're going to smoke like royalty.
And let me tell you about Mad Packs. Go to getmadpacks.com and find a store near you carrying the best product in the game, whether it's the high-low pre-rolls, Boom Shock Lock Tarantulas, the THCA Blizzard Pack Infused Moon Rocks, or any of their top-shelf strains. Just go to getmadpacks.com and find it near here today. Mad Flavor, Mad High, Mad Packs.
What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever Waits Live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm Easy to my spin more action.
What up, though?
Nicholas Koloff.
Let's go.
Smash the like button, be a friend to the friend, and share this stream. What's so funny over there, Chris?
That accent Nick did.
We got a super chat in there
just
from
silly.
our guy Lambertini, another
Shout out
20
Lambertini,
banger.
man.
Listen, we got the all-night stream coming up.
Pop in.
Just saying.
Don't forget.
We'll love to see you there.
Hope you make it.
Yeah, that money's actually going to us.
Yeah,
So,
we're not going to be
Lambertini,
using super chats because
pull for the all
YouTube
night
takes
stream.
30% off the top. So
Juneteenth. I'm taking off my Black Hood holiday to be there for it.
Easy's going to be
So you guys
preaching
show up
like
too.
Jaden Ivey.
I'm missing a pool
By
party.
the
We're
way,
all
I
making
did get
sacrifices.
2 DMs yesterday after I posted on my story on the holiday ? I didn't know what to say back, to be honest. With you. Yes, on the
Wow.
holiday. What the fuck was that?
I'll be missing Nelly, so we're all doing something.
Lambertini says Easy and Spenny are holding it down and running Woodward 2.0. Shout out, guys.
Got a hard
We
meat and
appreciate
everything.
you, brother.
And that's the bottom line.
We appreciate you for sharing.
Labertini said so.
Bring Maz. We'll have Maz come. Maz will be here at some point. He's going to pop in
It's
for
gonna be
the
so
all-night
fun.
stream.
Shout out, Maz.
Shout out, Maz.
Yeah, I have a little bit of faith in the Detroit Lions defense. One, Dan Campbell reinstated that faith this offseason. Had all the time in the world to study it up. Because at some point, too, I mean, I've automatically hold that way regardless. The accountability relies on the head coach. You are the fucking CEO. Whatever's going on in that locker room between the players, coaches, whatever it may be, ultimately, even if stuff happens like you can't control grown men. I totally get it, but you control how you respond to what they do, and the discipline, or they're just failing to do their job. I think Dan Campbell's done a tremendous job at that. From firing Anthony Lynn, firing Aubrey Pleasant, firing guys. Actually, Jim O'Neill's still here, safety coach. Shout out. We did the plethora. Dre Bly was here. He's fired. Like, he's not going to sit there and be like, what is your reason that he wouldn't fire him? I truly don't understand.
And I think you would have gave him the second chance regardless of, I think it's because it's his guy, and he gave him the first chance under him and stuff like that, so, which he deserves.
Anthony Lynn was his guy.
But Anthony Lynn wasn't his like creation that he stuck up for, you know. I don't want to say creation. I mean, he went out on a limb for Kelvin Shepherd. He did. A young guy giving him an opportunity after only a couple years of coaching at all in the NFL is going out on a limb for somebody, and you're gonna let him see it out.
I don't think he went on the limb. I think he earned the job.
I think when you go in-house for a young up-and-coming guy after losing a veteran coordinator, an Aaron Glenn defensive coordinator, to a head coaching job, and you go with the young in-house guy instead of going out and getting a proven talent for a Super Bowl contending team, you're going out on a limb for that guy.
100%. A guy that has never called plays in the NFL before.
Yep.
No, I don't think you're going on a limb. I think you're hiring the best guy regardless. I think Dan Campbell as a man.
But you wanted Dennis Allen over Kelvin Shepherd.
I did, and Dan Campbell didn't. And I believe Dan Campbell at the end of the day is going to make the hire that he believes is best.
Even though he hired all those guys that they fired as well.
Because you're my buddy. I'm going to let you stay here because you came up under me. No. John Morton was his buddy. Anthony Lynn was his buddy. Aubrey Pleasant was his buddy. Rothstein. Who was it? Dre Bly. I don't know if Dre Bly was. No, they played together in Detroit.
They did.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck if you're his buddy. He doesn't care about the relation. Dan Campbell wants to get the job done.
So he gets the credit for hiring or for firing all those guys, but he doesn't get any slack for hiring them in the first place?
No, he gets slack for hiring them. Who the fuck said that?
I mean, you were just kind of championing that he fired all of them, but didn't mention that he also gave all those guys the jobs that he had to move on from as well.
I mean, that's not the discussion we're having. The discussion we're having is
he gave a guy a job.
Fire his friends. Yes, the fuck he does.
Not this specific case where it is, like Nick said, your Wunderkind, the guy that everybody was talking about as, wow, he went from a fast transition to never coaching in the NFL before to being a defensive coordinator. And that is somebody that you would give an extra length to compared to a grouchy old coordinator stuck in his ways.
I think that's a crackhead take, to be honest with you.
Okay.
How?
I mean, sure.
I don't. What do you mean how? Dan Campbell fucking.
Because that's why John Morton got fired and Kelvin Shepherd didn't.
Because he didn't get the job done.
Because you know what Kelvin Shepherd did?
Kelvin Shepherd had the fucking injuries. Like, watch the fucking tape. Watch the perimeter run defense. These backup safeties trying to fucking make tackles. It's bullshit. It's horseshit. You got to leave McNeil coming back on half a fucking leg.
And putting him at edge.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he was just completely void of problems.
Who else do they have to put out at edge, Spinny?
I mean, somebody.
Give me a name.
Not Lee McNeil.
You got the answer.
Tyler Lacey.
No.
Go sign somebody. Bring somebody off a practice squad. Obviously, Lee McNeil wasn't getting it done. But you have to make those decisions.
But Lee McNeil didn't play 20% of his snaps on the edge.
I'm just saying, man, to act like he has no blame in it, it's kind of crazy. And if you think it's
no, if you think you're moving the goalposts,
if you think it's crazy, if you think it's crazy
from what we're having
to say that you would give a longer leash to a coordinator you just made a coordinator over a guy that's stuck in his ways, you said that's asinine?
I think it's illogical. I think it's just talking out of your ass when you say it.
Illogical?
Illogical, yes. If you watch the film and look at what happened with his team last year, the injuries on the other side of the ball versus the offensive side of the ball, yes, dude, it's crazy.
I'm just saying, it is obvious that Kelvin Shepherd was given a longer leash, and he should have been. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's his first time calling a defense in the National Football League ever. And you think he's going to get better. You think he's going to improve. And you think you want to be the guy to say, I made the right choice, and this is what he is.
It'd be stupid to fire A.J. Hinch this year.
No, I think it would be a fine decision to fire A.J. Hinch this year because he has not been a good coach.
There's a lot of context that fucking matters. A.J. Hinch has been a great coach.
No, he hasn't.
This year, there's a fuck ton of injuries on top of some bullshit. The closing guys.
If you fired A.J. Hinch this year, you would not hear a peep from me.
I guess I'll look at you on that one, Nick. I mean, there's a lot of context with what the fuck's going on with the Tigers. There's a fuck ton of injuries, and the closers Scott Harris brought in here are absolute dick.
There are a shit ton of injuries. A.J. Hinch has mismanaged the pieces on this team, but I think when healthy, this team is borderline around 500 despite all of the blown losses. But, I mean, if they did want to go that direction, I wouldn't agree with it right now to fire A.J. Hinch by any means, but I really It rubbed me the wrong way pulling Kiter at 65 the other night, and pinch hitting continuously for Kerry Carpenter and Cole Keith is just not learning at all, and he continuously does it. Nobody wants to hear baseball, or we will lose viewers, because if you want to hear baseball, check out Woodward Baseball. Subscribe to the channel.
Shout out.
But one thing I want to say with the injuries, though, Aaron Glenn dealt with all of these injuries the year prior, Easy. So to your argument, what is his excuse when Aiden Hutchinson's out, Aleem McNeil's out? You have, tons of injuries across the board, and then Aaron Glenn goes out and gets hired still by the New York Jets.
And had a top 10 defense.
I'll give you this. I think throughout the season, picked off here and there for the Aaron Glenn injuries. The other thing, too, the AFC South blessed the Detroit Lions defense that year. The Tennessee Titans, the Jacksonville Jaguars, with both backup quarterbacks in those scenarios, heightened our stats tremendously.
What about Jameis Winston? He couldn't have blessed the Lions defense last year?
No, the defense
he cooked us.
That's back half of the season, brother. We were obliterated by then.
Really, Mr. Biggs with the super chat says, DC wasn't going to fire Shep because he feels responsible for his career arc, and firing him would have killed his career.
That's not fucking. You think Dan Campbell doesn't give a fuck about his own career? I'm going to keep a bad defensive coordinator here and just have another bad season?
Like I said, I think he's given a longer leash, yes.
Yes. I agree with that.
I think
because it's his first year. Because it's his first year as a defensive coordinator.
No.
I think he looked at the coordinators out there, and I think he felt like the ceiling for Kelvin Shepard is higher, so he's banking on that.
Okay, so that's having the best man for the job, right? That's different than giving him a longer leash or not firing him because you brought him up and he's your buddy.
Hold on, both things can be true. He can, at one sense, believe that it's the best hire for the job, but you can also say that he is giving him a longer leash. Both of those things can be true. Like, Easy, it's just a simple state of when you hire a coach that has never had a shot before this, you are probably, in most times, no matter your team state, are going to give them a longer leash because you're banking on the upside of them versus a veteran. You know what they have a history to go off of, and if they're having the same problems they had at the last 3 stops, then okay, I was wrong, this isn't working out. He needs more time to analyze Calvin Shepard, and that's why I was against the hire in the first place, is because I knew that this was one of those hires where you can't just give it one shot and then go, well, we fucking tried, or half a season be like, well, we tried. You can't hit the eject on this that fast.
That's fucking crazy.
How is that?
Because it's the fucking NFL. I'm not going to bullshit a fucking season because I like a guy or because he's young. That's fucking ridiculous. Especially this guy, Dan Campbell, of all fucking people, is not doing that.
Do you think Kelvin Shepard was the best person for the job? Is the best person for the job right now?
I'm not the fucking guy making the decision, Spencer.
You're the guy sitting at the desk
No, I
next to
didn't.
me.
You know I wanted other people, but I'm not the fucking. Do I think I know more than Dan Campbell? No, I don't.
Well, I mean.
And going into this, Smitty, you were one of those motherfuckers calling them the Wunderkinds as well. Yeah. You were a big Calvin Shepard guy.
Yeah, and he fell on his face.
I don't think he fell on his face. I think you didn't watch it. You're missing so much context to what happened with that defense last year. This is crazy to me right now.
I think the in-game adjustments, I think expecting fourth-string guys to produce the same amount of play.
But they're never going to. So if you're admitting
that's
out
the
loud
point,
right now
dude.
that the fourth-string guys are going to play like shit. Right?
Yes.
You're not going to get much more out of your
You need to
four-string
adjust
guys.
the game
Your
plan.
adjustment's not going to make up for a guy being a
So
dick
you just don't
player.
try?
There you do try, Spinny, but
They
that doesn't
didn't.
fucking automatically make a fourth-string guy ball out of his fucking
But
mind. That's not how this shit
you can
works.
make adjustments, so you don't
Spinny,
have to
they
rely on those guys.
did.
No, they
what
didn't.
the fuck are we doing
What adjustments
right now,
did they make?
dude?
What adjustments did they make?
What do you mean? What adjustments did they make?
You just said they did make adjustments.
They switched to zone defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your own one-word answer because you know it's a fucking truth.
What
They made
games?
adjustments.
What games?
But no matter
What
adjustments
what
you make,
games did
Smitty,
they switch
you're
to
not
a
gonna
zone
turn
defense?
a fucking fourth guy in the depth chart into a fucking starter.
What games did they change to a zone defense? Because I remember in the back half of the season seeing a lot of one-on-one with Rock Yassin guarding guys one-on-one on the outside.
Game they changed to a zone defense that actually worked in his favor would be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game. And then he got done with that one.
Yeah.
We're coming out here calling him a Legion of Womb. Oh, Calvin Shepard's a fucking man. Oh, Calvin Shepard cooked with that one.
And then what happened?
Steelers game, zone defense. They made adjustments. But again, no matter how many adjustments you make, Spinny, you are yourself admitting You're not going to be able to turn a fucking.
But he was trying to.
Guy
He kept saying that every single time. We expect the guys behind them to produce at the same level as the guys we lost. You shouldn't.
What the fuck do you want him to say?
Say no, they're not good enough. We need to make up for it in other spots.
They're not going to do that. They have a
Okay,
fucking
well,
season to get
then
through.
don't even
That's
talk
how
to the
coaches.
mic.
That's how coaches work.
And don't talk to the mic. Don't lie to us.
That's not an option either.
You're in his
He
head.
has a
You
weekly
know Kelvin
obligation.
Shepard
He has a
doesn't
weekly
believe what he's
obligation to
saying.
talk to the media.
You know Kelvin Shepard doesn't believe what he's saying. You're in his head. You
He's
know
a
that.
fucking coach, Spencer. That's what the fuck they do.
So then why do we listen to anything they say? If everything they
That's
say
our
is
job.
coach speak and it doesn't matter,
It's
why
our
do we play the
job.
highlights? Why do we listen to what they say?
And we decipher through it. Oh, he really means this. Oh, I can tell by the way he's saying that. He really means this. He's not going to fucking sit there and fucking berate the fucking team of the only guys that's available to play.
I'm just saying, man, it's crazy the blame you're putting on different parts of this defense. I don't know.
That's crazy because we didn't even talk about blame today.
We're blaming
We're
Kelvin
talking
Shepard
about
right
Dan
now.
Campbell not firing Shep because he's his buddy and he came up under him.
Yeah, and we're saying
You're
that,
bringing up shit from fucking left field.
No,
That's not
we're
even
saying
a part
right
of the argument,
now
brother.
that the defense being bad was Kelvin Shepard's fault for a big factor. The injuries, for
I think
sure.
It's a lot less Kelvin Shepard's fault than it is the pieces he had to work with.
I mean, then, sure. Okay, well, what is he going to do when they get hurt again then? What is he going to do when they get hurt again then?
I'm a pull Neil rule on you. If they start playing well, I don't want to hear you praising them.
Good, cool. Well, if they're dog shit, then I want you to say he should be fired.
And I will.
Yeah, no, you
absolutely will.
Really, Mr. Biggs at the Super Chat says, Shep is in the same boat as Goff was. Dan believes he'll be good if he's surrounded with the right pieces.
But that's any coach, right? Like, you're not going to take a team full of shit players and do amazing things with them. That's why the guys that do every so often win Coach of the Year. That's why Dan Campbell didn't get Coach of the Year. It was a 2003, 2004 we expected it to happen. We already knew you were going to be a great team. We're giving it to Kevin Stefanski, who won a couple games. I don't know, maybe even won the division that year with a poopy, shitty Browns team. But the expectation for it, or that he's just like, that's the reason he didn't fire him, that's just egregious to me. That's crazy.
I don't, like I said, I don't think there's
Dan
anything
Campbell,
Kelvin Shepard could have got done to get fired last year.
I think you're.
Unless it's like, obviously, something crazy.
I bet he could have gotten fired last year if he was dog shit at his job.
I don't know. I just think that we agreed that there were better options at the time. We agree that there are better options now. I don't understand the caping for it so hard.
It's not I'm caping for Dan Campbell and his integrity. That he's only keeping him here because he's his fucking buddy and came up under him. When he's fired,
I didn't say that's the only reason.
Of his fucking friends.
Like I said, he deserves a longer leash because it was his first year
in
calling plays in the National Football League.
Year.
So you're obviously going to give a guy like that an opportunity to mold into an actual defensive play caller.
No, I don't think that's the case at all.
No? Okay.
You're gonna fire him if he's bad at his job. You don't see him getting better at his job. You're giving the context around everything too, and he's just fucking shit. Johnny Morton, an example.
Johnny Morton isn't that. You can't use that example because they're not the same. This isn't the first time Johnny Morton has called plays in the league, man.
I don't give a fuck if it was first year.
That's
Dan
the whole
Campbell,
point.
If he was shit
What do you
at
mean?
his
That's
job,
the whole fucking point.
Fucking fire him.
I don't care if you don't. That's the point. I don't care if it was his first year. That's the whole point that it was his first year. So you're just arguing with a wall.
You could, yes, you argue with wall because I think what you're saying is absolute horseshit and out of your ass.
You don't think him being a first-year coordinator factored at all?
Oh, he brought him up and he likes him, so in his first year, he's giving him the extra chance because Dan Campbell doesn't give a fuck about his own job or this team or the players that fucking put their bodies on the line week in and week out. He's going to keep a bad coach in because it's his first year. That's bullshit.
I mean, what reasons did he have? What reasons did he have to keep the job?
To the entirety of the fucking roster, it's disrespectful to Brad Holmes, disrespectful to Sheila Ford Hamp, and Dan Campbell would never fucking do that. They kept Kelvin Shepard because they believe he's the best for the job. And more than Dan Campbell saying it, we just heard Ray Agnew hit the podium and say it. We've heard Brad Holmes hit the podium and say it.
They also said that about Johnny Morton last year.
We've heard a guy
They've been
who
wrong
multiple
quite a
Super
few
Bowls
times,
and
man.
probably one of the best defensive minds in the fucking league.
If he's right
Over
every
KC,
time, we wouldn't
praise
be
Kelvin
here.
Shepard.
If he's
And
right
he could
every
be
time,
wrong.
you
And
wouldn't
he
be
could
firing
wrong.
guys.
He could be wrong, but it's not
Apparently
because he
not.
fucking stayed here. No, because you're trying to switch shit up. That's what the fuck I'm saying.
That's what you just said.
He can be wrong. I'm not saying he's not wrong. I'm saying he's not keeping him here because it's his fucking buddy and he came up under him.
I'm saying he was
You're
given
changing everything what I'm saying to make a point to stand on because you know it's bullshit.
I'm saying what I've said the whole time. He was given a longer leash because it was his first year coordinating. If you think there is no fact behind that, whatever, man.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit, and I think it's completely wrong.
Easy. I think
we gotta go to a break, Chris.
I know you guys are real quickly. You guys are both arguing.
We don't agree, and we're gonna move on, Chris. We gotta go to
so
break.
if just let me get this question off.
Okay.
If Calvin Shepard was an established defensive coordinator with multiple years running defenses in the NFL, and he had the same thing happen to him last year, he'd still be here?
Yes.
That's bad.
I think what you're saying is bad. I think what you're saying is borderline crayon eating. But
so you don't think he can grow? Like this Calvin Shepard is what he is,
and we're just gonna agree to disagree because this ain't great for fucking. This ain't great for content.
We do have some super chats to clean up though on the topic.
I think we got the highest views that we've had all show, and the chat's going pretty good.
Yeah, we got some super chats to clean up, guys. Let's clean those up because they are on topic. I know we want to get to break here.
Look at the comment right there, Danny Sullivan. Although don't see him in here often, so love you, Danny. I appreciate watching. I ain't gonna take this too much to heart. Show today sucks, fellas. Danny, you ain't never in here confident to say that. If it was DNC or someone saying that, maybe I'll take a little bit of that. But yeah.
Ronald Frazier with the super chat. He says, "I believe if Todd Bowles was fired from Tampa Bay, then DC would have fired Shepard."
I agree,
but no, you think he's the right
Campbell's
guy?
Very close. Todd Bowles clearly is a great defensive coordinator. Is Todd Bowles available, Spencer?
Rando Smalls says, "Do you think the Lions would be in the Do you guys think Lions should be in supplemental draft?" I don't know what that. Again, I don't know if the Lions would ever fire Dan Campbell. Much like I don't know if Dan Campbell would have fired Calvin Shepard last year.
I personally believe that with Calvin Shepard, it's a lot similar to the same way he feels about his players.
Yep.
Personally, I feel like it's our guys. That's how I feel with you see them bringing back a guy like Levi Onwuzurike because they drafted him. They developed him.
They
see Derek Barnes. They give Josh Pascal every opportunity in the world to go out and succeed. And Calvin Shepard, he had, a hand tied behind his back with all of the injuries for sure. I do believe they could have upgraded the offseason. They didn't. Dan Campbell is giving Calvin Shepard another opportunity. If he doesn't succeed this year, I think he will be fired.
So Dan Campbell loves and respects his players, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So why would he endure them to a year behind bad coaching?
Why would he feels the same way. A year opposite of Marcus Davenport?
Can you answer the question? Why would if he loves and respects these players, we've seen him cry at the podium for them. Why would he endure them, knowing the blood and sweat and tears, the sacrifice they make week in, week out when they hit that field for a friend?
Because he thinks he can change.
And every guy that you talked about that they brought in, it was like, veteran guy. It wasn't like the young, up-and-coming guy that came up through your system almost as if you drafted him like they feel about their players. To me, Dre Bly could have been his first time coaching for all I know, but
he coached in North Carolina for a little bit.
Yeah, to me, it's a guy in Calvin Shepard, that they feel like they developed like the same way they look at their draft picks. In my mind, it's a mindset.
I agree.
That this team and the organization has that has hindered them at times with players. Let's see if it hinders them. This year is the biggest year of Shep's life in the coaching factory. I
think they believe that Calvin Shepard is a good defensive coordinator.
And I think they believe that Levi Onwuzurike could stay healthy. And I think they believe that Josh Pascal was going to turn it around. And I think they believe whoever you want to go down the list.
Glasgow was a viable starting center.
Yeah, it's like they're guys.
Labertini with the super chat. He says, "Hey guys, let's drink some Buzzins or take some Loom or Mad Packs and calm down."
I've been trying to go to break.
Shout out.
Going to agree to disagree.
We got like 5 minutes now.
And I think it's an asinine take.
What do you think about their guys, though, Eazy? You think that could be a factor?
No, because that's, again...
Well, they do that with their players.
Yes, the players. But also the players, you got to look at, the guy behind them. If you could be shit at your job. If the guy behind you is worse...
So...
What do you want me to do in that scenario? Like, the same reason they love those players, they would not endure them to a fucking year of bad coaching just because this is my guy. And by the way, this is my guy has been the case with Dan Campbell multiple times. From Aaron Glenn, I'm sorry, not Aaron Glenn, but Anthony Lynn, John Morton, Aubrey Pleasant. Like, it's been there, Dre Bly. Multiple times he's had his guys in there.
But all those guys were established
Dan
before
Campbell,
this.
at the end of the day, when they came short for their jobs, he had that tough conversation with them. So I think it's bullshit to say he didn't have a tough conversation with him because he's his guy and he's young. No, he didn't have a tough conversation with him because they had a tough conversation together, broke down the film, and he said, I believe in what we're doing. We just need a little bit more of this. We just need a little bit more of that. We can fix this.
Labertini with the super chat. He says, if I can find some loom in the UAE, I'm sure Eazy and Spenny can drive a block away. That's facts. You found some loom in the Emirates? That's impressive, dude.
Drake London extended.
Easy. Can I try to just separate the point, because I think that's where the confusion is you know, I get what you're saying and I agree with what you're saying. Dan Campbell wouldn't do this hire just out of love for him or, you know, all of that stuff. That, like, I get that this isn't just a buddy friendship hire because he's made those tough calls before. He has a job to do. But can you separate that from the point of if I am hiring a guy who this is their first time shot, I know
you're not firing him after the first year.
That there is going to be a lot of room for growth here. I'm banking on that.
Well, that's
potential.
different,
yes,
Chris. That's different than saying I only kept him here because he came.
He wasn't going to fire him the first year, no matter what.
He would have fired him the first year if he was bad at his job. If you believe that he was bad at his job, and he was the reason the defense was bad, Dan Campbell would have 100% fired him.
I disagree.
I disagree too. That's why I said let's fucking move on from this segment 12 times.
Man, why are you getting so butthurt, dude?
Because I said let's move on from this segment 12
times. It's a good topic.
I don't think it's a good topic at all.
You guys brought it up. You wanted to talk about it again at break.
The numbers are going down since.
I thought the
numbers started going down when Eazy started talking about the numbers.
No, that's not why. But go ahead.
Lions, baby.
Spin zone.
Lions.
Tell us about water hazard, Nick.
I'll tell you about water hazard because I'm about to crack a few thousand of these bad boys on Friday. Please drink responsibly. Few thousand sips, that is. We're excited to add water hazard to the bullpen from our friends at Founders Brewing. You've probably seen that bright blue drink. Yeah, that's water hazard. Best served over ice with a slice of lemon, preferably. It's a vodka-based cocktail at 5% ABV. That's citrusy, refreshing, and gluten-free. It's also the very first canned vodka cocktail from Founders, and it's perfect between innings or even between rounds. So next time you're out, get in the drink with water hazard. Please drink responsibly.
And let me tell you, what goes good with some drinks? Some pizza. Come on, you know the deal, guys. Buddy's original Detroit-style pizza. They've been around for 80 years. They don't just have pizza. They have meatballs. They have wings. They have salad. They have everything at their disposal. And you can save 10% on that everything using the promo code 10meal. That's 10meal at buddyspizza.com. Check it out.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at WoodwardSports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Most people think energy comes in a 16-ounce can full of sugar and neon-colored liquid, but you know better. It's time to upgrade your game with Thrive Energy Pouches. This isn't your daddy's dip. It's tobacco-free, nicotine-free, mental powerhouse pack in 300 milligrams of clean, smart caffeine. No jitters, no sugar crash, and zero bloating. Thrive can be found online at dipstop.com. Remember to use promo code WSN for 15% off your entire order and exclusively at all Market Fresh and Market Square locations. Thrive, clean energy, zero distractions. They just effing work.
Buongiorno. Welcome back. Woodward Heavyweights Live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Spin More Rax. You on Chris, Nicholas, Koloff, Skywalker in the building as well. Smash that like button. Be a friend and tell a friend to share the damn stream. We got more Detroit Lions stuff on here for you. I just don't know which one to pick. We got a multitude of them. We got one's kind of bullshit. Dan Skipper beefing with Tom Brady. I might just keep that for the end of the show.
Whoa.
You see it?
No.
You want it? You want it?
I mean, not if it's bullshit.
I mean, Tom Brady basically came out and said practice squad players don't try because they have the easiest job. Something along those lines. We have the video.
Yes. Here's the video.
Give me a minute. Let me grab my headphones.
Yep. All right.
I learned this, again, over a period of years, but there's 53 guys on the active roster. And there's now 15 guys on the practice squad. So there's 68 players. But those practice squad players are important because if anybody on the active roster gets hurt, they can get elevated to the squad. Well, there was times where these 15 guys would do really well in practice. And they'd be practicing and you'd be like a scout team receiver. And I saw this happen a lot. These scout team receivers would come in and practice with the scout team. And they do really well. And I'd be watching. I'm like, man, we got to get that guy. Like, let's get him up on offense. He's making a lot of plays. That's Darrelle Revis he's getting open on. Like, we got to do something. Then all of a sudden, we're like, hey, man, you're doing really well. You got to come over here and deal with the pressure of succeeding now that you have expectation. And these guys are like, they weren't prepared for it. So whatever we saw in practice against where there was not a lot of pressure, now, when they're put in a situation where there's an expectation for performance, they've never had to personally deal with that, and then they fail. And then what I realized was a lot of guys in those practice squads, they don't want to be elevated to the roster. They're very happy living this life where they could tell their family and friends, which I had no problem with that. Like, there's no problem. Like, you would just assume, though, that if you're on the practice squad, you'd want to be at the top. But the reality is a lot of guys don't want the pressure of dealing with top.
Had me in the first half.
Dan Skipper quote tweeted this, said this is absolute bullshit take on all accounts. And you would think Tom Brady, as a former, 7th, 6th round draft pick, would understand that. You think Tom was still on the bench because he just enjoyed not having the pressure? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
I think there are certain cases where that is true. I think there are people who get comfortable in their ways and are afraid of change or afraid of, trying to take that next step. That's a very real thing. So I think, generalizing that it's a lot of players that do that is kind of ridiculous. Again, on the other side of it, the first half, I would agree with that. I think that is something that can make the difference of a guy being a practice squad player compared to an everyday NFL player would be the ability to handle high-pressure situations or produce in high-pressure situations. I think that is something all of these guys are athletic to a certain point, and I think that can be a thing that would definitely be something that would differentiate a practice squad guy from a starter in the NFL. But I think to kind of grandiosely say that a lot of these guys just are comfortable with being practice squad players and have no aspirations to be an actual NFL starter is a little ridiculous.
Yeah, you can't generalize that statement at all.
I'm sure that's true
especially
in specific scenarios.
You've only played on 2 teams and won, 19 of those fucking years?
They're using practice squad receivers for the Patriots anyways.
You know what I'm saying? With practice squads of a lot of gentlemen you've never even fucking met. So to generalize that statement was disrespectful, and Dan Skipper called it out.
Yeah. I think it also kind of speaks from a place of a place of somebody that kind of overcame that. And I think there's a bit of
psycho.
There's a bit of looking down on it. And like you said, that's a great point too. He's he's a one-of-one competitor guy. So he's the type of guy where, who we would deem, damn, that guy's really competitive. To him, not so much. He's a psychopath. I think there's
a different
there's
beast.
levels to it. So I think it's that. And I think it's, again, somebody that did overcome some hardship, that did take the opportunity that he grinded for and make the most of it, absolutely. I think that part of it also plays a factor. Now, he does look down on some of these practice squad people, and if they don't impress him, then they just don't want it, or they're not working hard enough, or they're not trying hard enough, where that could not be the case. They could be capped out at that ceiling.
Yeah, it's the duality of men. Some people thrive under pressure, thrive with high expectations, and some people crumble. So it's definitely a part of it. But like I said, to assume that like the majority of them are just comfortable being practice squad players and don't have aspirations to be NFL is a little ridiculous. And shout out to Jan. She says your show is awesome because you all have different looks on things, and that's what makes you all so good. Love the heavies. We love you too, Mom and Jan.
And real quick, shout out to Crisis King. He says not everyone's ready for the moment. That's absolutely true. But he goes on to say 7 Super Bowls, knows nothing, I guess. No, you can't generalize that statement across the NFL for other guys on practice squads of teams you've never been a part of.
That's what's wrong.
You can't do that. And now it could be true that some guys aren't big enough for the moment. That's absolutely true. But saying like every guy doesn't want the moment is a completely separate thing and incorrect.
And that's what's completely wrong with society today.
Also, Dan Skipper's the only one to play both sides, practice squad and actual in the game too.
To say like we disagree with Tom Brady on this one statement, so we think he knows nothing about football. Like, come on, man. Can we just not do the all-in, all-out, like, one day? One day, can we have nuance and have reasonable, realistic expectations that there are multiple reasons things happen? Like, god damn, that shit pisses me off. Matheson Rathburn with a super chat says, this episode is like listening to mom and dad fight.
Yeah.
Well, Easy's definitely mom.
I'm definitely dada in this bitch. Your mom, because you can't even grow a full beard.
Yeah, well, your mom, because you got tits.
Your mom, because you have tits too, bitch.
Not no more.
No, you still got tits.
Where was the other side of our chat? Fuck, I was going to read it after Jan's comment. I'm Salty says he kisses his boys on the mouth, by the way.
That's true, too.
So, that's true. It's kind of weird.
Nasty. Well, what do you know?
Yeah, I think
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
Brady might be going a little senile because Antonio Brown was banging his wife, and so was the instructor,
Jiu-jitsu
yoga
trainer.
instructor or whatever. Yeah.
It's got to be tough to be Tom
Something.
Brady, like him as fuck, and know that guy can still beat your ass.
And bang your wife.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah.
That's a brutal reality for sure.
Tom could probably bang 99% of women out there, so
Maybe
don't feel too bad for him.
And the 1% are lesbians. Happy Pride Month, Chris. Let's go to break. We'll come back.
My allies are happy.
All allies are happy. Everybody love everybody. Everybody exists. Happy Pride. Easy wanted you to know that. Tell us about Massage Chair.
Massage Chair House. My guy, Dr. Eric Duncan, hold down the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road at the #1 massage chair showroom in the Midwest, this side of the Mississippi. Whatever expression you want to use, he's got it. He's that guy when it comes to massage chairs, and he's got a plethora of them. That's why he has the #1 massage chair review channel on the internet. If you're going to purchase a massage online, do yourself the favor of very least just checking out my man's channel, subscribing to it, liking the video. Go support those who support us. My guy, Dr. Eric Duncan, at the Massage Chair House.
Hunting season is almost here, Detroit, and your Lions are on the prowl. Make sure you're locked into Woodward Sports for all the Dan Campbell reactions, Jared Goff touchdowns, Amon-Ra first downs, Penny pancakes, Kirby picks, Gibbs big plays, and of course, Jack Fox's leg. Stay locked in on all your Lions coverage right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
The next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports.
What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever Waits Live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm Easy, joined by Spinmo Rax, Young Chris, Nicholas, Koloff. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream.
Share it.
Another Detroit Lions topic I wanted to get to for a couple of days now, honestly, was a Ben Solak article where he either predicted or recommended a trade for the Detroit Lions. And it was for a quarterback, Anthony Richardson. I believe the exchange was of like a 4th or 5th round pick.
No.
What was it?
I mean, no, I wouldn't do it.
I would do it.
And it's not going to happen. They
It's for
already
sure
got
not
their
gonna
backup.
happen, but I would do it.
A 4th round pick?
I mean, I don't know what it was, but I would take Anthony Richardson as a backup quarterback.
No.
Room to be under Teddy Two Gloves.
I'm not giving up a 4th round pick for Anthony Richardson. If they're trading a 4th round pick, I'd like for it to be, somebody at the deadline that will actually play. Not a guy that's not going to play any snaps and then just move on to another team.
I mean, you might end up keeping him.
No, you won't.
And again, Teddy Two Gloves, that's a guy who had tremendous potential at one point, and he's not asking him to start. It's a low pressure situation. I think for a scrambling guy too. Obviously, it didn't work for Hendon Hooker for multitude of reasons, I should say. But Richardson kind of has those reasons too, though. He's inaccurate as a.
He's inaccurate. He quit on his team. He's not good at reading defenses. No, I'm good.
I'd still take him.
Maybe for a 6th, says these. Yeah, maybe not for a 4th round. No fucking way.
Yeah, I found it was a 4th round, and you get in exchange Anthony Richardson and a 7th round pick.
No way.
I'm out on that one.
Oh man.
I'm out for AR talented quarterback that just really hasn't panned out. I don't think the 4th rounder is worth the squeeze there.
I agree.
I would rather trade up in the 2nd round.
Trade up in the draft, maybe get somebody at the trade deadline, actually get somebody who's going to play snaps for your team, or just draft somebody in the 4th round. That would be more beneficial to your team than trading for a 3rd-string quarterback.
Why?
Because they're going to play.
Like a quarterback? I'm sorry, if you draft a quarterback in the 4th round?
No, if you draft a player.
Oh. I'd take him. High upside.
So you'd rather have Anthony Richardson than Keith Abney? He was a 4th-round pick, right?
He's 5th round.
5th round?
I think. That's still fucking crazy in itself, too, that he was there. But, yeah, I would take that swing on Anthony Richardson for sure. Quarterback position is more valuable than no other. He's got a tremendous upside. I don't know what you hone him into, but I like Petzing. I like the way he's talked about sequencing plays and stuff like that. I think he draws some stuff up for Anthony Richardson. Maybe even some freaky stuff in season. Like, I think he would play. A couple of little specialty snaps. Dan Campbell likes to get freaky with trick plays. But I don't think it's going to happen. That's for sure. But I would do it, yeah.
For the 4th?
Yeah.
What's you think you can develop into a starting quarterback?
I think there's still some hope there. I mean, I wouldn't bet on that happening. But we also have Teddy Two Gloves, who's like geriatric at this point too. Yeah.
Great leader.
Great leader, and he's a coach himself too. Went back, coached some high school.
I mean,
I think he'd help.
You didn't want to give up assets to move up for Tesla, but you're fine giving them up to get Anthony Richardson?
Yeah, I think there's a vast difference between what you gave up for Tesla and a 4th-round pick. Yeah, for sure.
I don't think there's much when the return for Tesla was 6 rookie touchdowns and the return for Anthony Richardson would be not playing a snap.
Again, vast difference when you're talking about 3 third-round picks and 1 4th-round pick. And that 4th-round pick being exchanged for a quarterback who is the most valuable position in all of sports. Yeah, I'd do it.
I think Anthony Richardson would be nothing on this team, so I wouldn't give up anything to get him.
Chris, where are you at?
I liked this guy. I bought into the risk of him draft time, but I would not touch this with a 10-foot pole. I mean, look, this guy's shown nothing to believe that it can work. Not a single thing to believe that it can work somewhere else. I don't think he got the best situation, but he didn't have a terrible situation.
He got a pretty good situation.
Yeah.
He got a good situation.
It made Danny Dimes look like an MVP contender.
That's what I'm saying.
That was a good. That wasn't when Anthony Richardson took over. Anthony Richardson was there. What,
it was
2
the
years
same
prior?
team.
Same team, yeah.
Labertini with the super
Anthony
chat. He
was
says
there 2
Teddy
years
Rockin'
prior. That's the
50
situation you walked into.
is
Not
the
last year's
coolest thing
situation.
I've ever seen a quarterback do.
What do you say?
Teddy Rockin' 50 is the coolest thing I've ever seen a quarterback do. That was pretty funny.
Is he? What would you actually do his number as?
Who cares?
Yeah, the situation he walked into was 2 years earlier, 23. He didn't walk into last year's team. Agree, he was poop water.
That's what I'm saying, though. It was it wasn't a bad situation at all. Is my point. Is that it wasn't a great situation, but it wasn't a bad situation at all, and he still wasn't able to show you anything.
Situation. That's why they were picking number 3 when they drafted him.
I think he had part of the reason to do with why they were drafting 3.
He was on the team. They drafted him at 3. I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm talking about the actual situation he walked into.
Yeah.
Last year, yes, they had a way better situation for sure. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And my favorite thing with him, his story arc, was the caping the national media did when he got benched. Do you remember that shit?
Yes.
That was fucking horrendous. That was, what's the word I'm looking for? Virtue signaling?
Yeah.
Is that gross fucking stuff? He was not good.
No. And he quit on his team.
And he's young enough to where you could sit, and you clearly need to fucking develop. And by the way, that's happened with a lot of quarterbacks. Jared Goff being one of them. Although kind of a shit coach in that situation too. R.I.P. Jeff Fisher, still alive, but was shit coach for a minute there.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers sat for a minute.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with sitting a quarterback. I just don't think Anthony Richardson is an NFL quarterback, and I don't think he will be ever. So I wouldn't waste any type of draft value outside of a 6th or 7th round pick to add him to the roster.
Now this one, anybody chat calling this a bad take? That's fine. I'm fine with this one. Previous one, I'm gonna stand on business for that one.
He says he quit on his team in the red zone on 3rd down in a game to win the division. Dan ain't touching that motherfucker. I agree 100%.
Nah, that's fair too. If Dan proceeds it that way, he's 1,000,000% not acquiring Anthony Richardson for any draft stock.
No, guy's butt.
I wouldn't, if I'm the Lions, man, I wouldn't even be trading any draft stock for a quarterback you don't believe has any type of chance to be good. I mean, look,
I'm not trading
you're
anything for a 3rd
Yeah.
string quarterback. I would never do that.
I'm not even trading that much for a 2nd string quarterback because
either.
if you lose your quarterback, you're cooked.
Yeah.
Like I don't get this. I don't get this stuff.
Dexter James with the super chat. He says it's the shirt wearer's fault. Myles Garrett is a Ram. Damn shirt wearers, motherfuckers came back to bite us. Gleyber Torres with a home run.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Welcome back.
20 seconds fucking behind.
Welcome back, Gleyber. Broke boy.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know he's back.
Shout out to Gleyber with a nuke, too. 433 dead center.
Don't worry, Nick. You'll see it soon.
Gleyber Torres.
That I will. Shout out Gleyber. Check out Woodward Baseball. We'll break it down on the post game.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Seriously, subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot.
Yes. Please, God.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Absolute nuke for Gleyber. Listen,
Deep,
the Tigers were waiting for
deep left
Pride
center.
Month to start swinging their bats around.
Wow.
They only get wood during Pride Month.
I've been seeing a lot of stuff on social media. Are you rooting for them to lose now?
No.
Okay. I've been seeing like teams
baseball,
like, why
dude.
even win?
It's
I'm
baseball.
Like, because it's fucking June 1st.
Yeah, they could like
They could rattle off 10
We
straight.
saw it happen.
Yeah.
Like it literally happened to us.
Gleyber Day.
Labor Day. It happened to us twice.
Yes.
We had one of the biggest
leads.
We were like 0.1% chance to make the playoffs, and then we were like a 99% chance to win the division, and both of them reversed. So anything can happen in baseball. Until they are mathematically eliminated, I want them to win games.
That's what I want to ask you guys is how much do you think that this team has for the last 2 seasons been entirely, separate images of itself each half? How much stock can you kind of put into maybe this is kind of who they are and that they can right this ship as bad as it looks right now?
No, this is who they are.
They can right the ship because they're injured.
They're injured, and they could get some guys back, but
Gleyber back homer, Carey back homer.
They don't have the offense to sustain being a dominant team all year long. Like, they just don't. So they need to get hot at the right time, and that can happen.
I think when healthy, this team can rattle off multiple wins in a row. Matt Vierling goes deep to center field, and it drops. Oh, he's going to be rounded second, and he's going for third.
Gunned.
And he's safe.
There we
he's
go.
in there. Subscribe to Woodward Baseball.
Woodward Baseball.
Home run to a triple. Tigers are back.
There you go. Tigers are back.
Jack Flaherty is on the mound.
Oh,
You're going to have
God.
to score 7 runs to win this one.
cooked.
Minimum 7 runs.
Maybe Gleyber Torres will help solidify a lot of your defense, though, because that play from Hao Yu Lee, that was some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. That, honestly, like, I said it on Twitter today, if you would have told me that shit was AI, I would believe you.
That was
He
insane.
just dropped the ball and then tackled. Was it
tried
Zach
to
Short?
no,
or
McGonigal.
McGonigal. Oh, God.
That would have been terrible. Shout out Matt Vierling.
Shout out Matt Vierling.
Shout out.
All right, let's go to break. We'll come back. We'll do mailbag.
Mailbag.
Something real quick, super chat from Byrne. He says, these Tigs are awful. Ain't going to make the playoffs. LFG. I mean, like, it's baseball, man. Anything is possible.
I think they're 6.5 back in wild card as Dylan Dingler sends a ripper up the middle, and he catches it. But we do score. Dylan Dingler, RBI sack fly. Let's go.
Dingles, what do you have, 2 home runs and a double last night?
Yeah, barely missed the 3rd home run.
Shout out to Dingles.
Go.
He's been one of the few bright spots in the Tigers offense. Already 12 home runs on the season. Shout out.
Like they up to 13 with it.
13.
You ever heard of a High Rocks race?
No.
It's a 10K run with 8 workout stations in between.
Sounds awful.
Damn.
What the hell?
I've heard of Black Rock.
Black Rock.
I've heard of Black Rock.
Nice, Chris.
You guys need to get some Black Rock. If you're hosting an event, no matter what it is, let it be a showdown between your mom and dad, like the good old days. Black Rock is a spot to do it at. Baby shower, rehearsal dinner, whatever it is. The best part, they truly have something for everyone. From the handcrafted cocktails, refreshing mocktails, to fresh salads, stacked burgers, incredible desserts, and their famous steaks cooked right on the rock or chef prepared to perfection. Book your next event today at Black Rock Bar and Grill. Find a location near you by visiting blackRockRestaurants.com.
Don't miss all the Detroit Pistons coverage on Woodward Pistons on YouTube. Head over and subscribe now for in-depth Pistons coverage, player interviews, roundtables, and live watch parties. The bad boys of Detroit media are here. Woodward Sports.
Drive energy pouches give me the energy and clarity to find and beat the shit out of every opportunity that shows its face.
Live and direct, I'm back on set action. Create the wave, we cannonball splash 'em. Mic cord swinging, get your head chopped. Point blank, dead stop. 16 balls in a headlock.
Drive energy pouches are for the people who actually want to win, not for the crybabies out there who are happy with a participation award. There's 0 sugar, so give Thrive a try.
Go. The boys of summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight. This ball is gone. Boys are back in town. Feel the roar with Woodward Sports.
Guys, call Chad and Chris. Their numbers are on the screen today at Supreme Lending. These guys take care of you. They have a 97% customer satisfaction score and a 99% close on time. They don't waste your time, and they do a good job. They also got 0% down payment programs available, and for qualified borrowers, you can get $500 off your appraisal just by mentioning Woodward. Seriously, when you call Chad and Chris, let them know Woodward sent you. It means the world to us. Appreciate you. Supreme Lending, check it out.
200 likes will fist fight live on air.
Fight.
Smash the like button. Get them up. There's 200 of you guys in there.
Sean McVay's joking about Aaron Donald returning at Rams camp, sitting next to Myles Garrett. I fucking hate my life.
Scary unit that would be.
That would be the best defensive line ever.
What is now?
Probably one of the like the purple people eaters, or Lawrence Taylor and somebody else, or honestly the first New York Giants championship when they had Michael Strahan, Justin Tuck, Osi Umenyiora, and Chris Canty, and fucking Jason Pierre-Paul. Like that was nuts.
JPP was on the second.
He didn't. He wasn't on the first team.
No, I don't think he was. But you did add him to that.
Still, yeah.
I'm not even sure Chris Canty was on the first one.
Michael Strahan wasn't on the second one, right?
No, he was not.
Yeah.
He got that. I think he retired after that last one, or the first one, I should say.
Because they're gonna. I'm telling you right now, the Rams are
2008?
gonna sign another free agent defensive lineman, whether it be Jadeveon Clowney or fucking what's his name,
Aaron Donald.
Cam Jordan.
Count,
like, if you are a veteran chasing a ring, why would you go anywhere else than beautiful LA? Yeah. First of all, second of all, like they're gonna they obviously have the best odds to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no. That's
Could you imagine Goff being rushed by Garrett and Donald? No, I don't want to.
I don't want to.
There is a part of me that honestly, like,
Cade Mays
I
and
don't
Tate
want it
Ratledge.
to happen.
Love them.
But there is a part of me that wants to see just what Myles Garrett and Donald will look like. But then again, I don't, because then that means
I know what it would
we
look
have
like.
we have to deal with it.
It would be hell on earth for any other team.
I
Like
just want to see it for like
those are two guys that you have to triple team both of them. And they've got a litany of other defensive linemen as well.
It'd be the easiest paycheck for Donald, to be honest with you. Like, think of the times you did see those actual things happening, like quadruple teams for Aaron Donald at times. Granted, 35 years old. I don't know if he's coming back to like that.
I wouldn't be surprised if he would.
But he still, I wouldn't be surprised either. I wouldn't
He
be
didn't
surprised.
miss
you can at least get
But
double team.
that alone, and then you have Myles Garrett. Like, you just pick your poison. Don't forget, Kobe Turner's still on that team. Just got Byron Young on that team.
Puna Ford.
Brandon Fisk, Puna Ford, all on that defensive line. And
they
were
signed
still, like, what, the fourth best scoring defense last year?
And they got two cornerbacks,
DVOA?
one of them being an all-pro.
Yeah, and they had Trickman Duffy, too. The fucked up part is, I mean, that pick 13, they really could have added, like, another piece they wanted to.
They could have got Reuben Bain.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But remember, the Rams will regret letting us get Blake Miller.
I'm going to be watching Reuben Bain.
That's the craziest shit I've ever heard, bro.
I said it cold.
They're going to regret it.
That ass. It was a Bourbon Friday. I'd let it slide.
It was a fucking stone cold sober Tuesday.
Yeah. I'm trying to find this fucking...
Lambertini with the super chat in there. He says, shout out heavyweights. I had some fun messaging my old man during the show. He's still trying to teach him about the super chats. Spenny's old man is freaking out about Donald coming back with Myles. Yeah, me too, Papa Lambertini.
Papatini.
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 Shout out Papatini. Yeah, like I said, that would be the best defensive line ever.
I looked up Chris Canty was not on that first team. I had to double check myself.
Dun, dun,
He was on
dun.
the second team, though.
Well,
But wasn't Damon Pierce, or is he a linebacker?
Pierce was on the team.
Yeah.
Antonio Pierce.
Antonio Pierce,
Yeah,
that's it.
He was like the captain. Remember we got that...
Because you just said whelp. Fucking 52.
Mailbag.
well,
Let's see here. Do we got any in there?
Shout out Papa Papatini.
Shout out Papatini.
Does WSN have anyone at training camp? The Heavies will be at training camp.
Yep.
Shout out to Diddy Gritty.
Shout out.
Shout out Hutch Superfan.
Shout out.
Shout out to my cousin.
Shout out.
Shout out to anybody that has season tickets going to provide us with some tickets to go to training camp. We are
have poor.
You come up on the show. You could, I mean, you could kiss Spinny.
Shout out Rachel. Steve-O, I didn't mean to say that after he said you kissed Benny. It was when he just kept saying shout out. Mailbag, Spencer, do you think Stick would be Goff's limo driver and take him to the airport like in the movie Dumb and Dumber when Lloyd took Mary Swanson and crashed? I honestly think Stick would not be able to focus on the road if he was Jared Goff's limo driver. He would be gooning too hard, so he probably would crash.
Yeah.
Jaco Craig with the super chat. He said, for the love of the game.
Steering wheel in one hand, hog in the other.
We appreciate you guys. And remember, actually, Chris, play the Subathon commercial. We are doing our Subathon 2.0 on June 19th. So make sure you guys tap in, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of big plans, a lot of different special guests, a lot of new ways to share the wealth. And it's going to be up to you guys how long we go. We did, 18 hours in the last one? 17 hours in the last one? Our cap will be 24, but it will be depending on you how long we stream for.
Are we
and
staying
we'll
up
have
this whole
incentives
time, or are we
within the
sleeping
show.
in shifts?
We could sleep in shifts, I
Okay.
think. But we
I'll
have
probably
to.
be up.
Yeah,
We're
Nick's
just doing
gonna be-
drugs. Just staying up.
We
What?
could just do drugs.
Allegedly.
I ain't doing drugs.
I'll try.
I'm down to do
I drink
I'll
vodka
try.
like it's a drug. Come on.
Meme Studio
I'll bring the
10
Fent.
with the super chat says, if
can
Donald's
too.
come back, we need to beg Frank Ragnow to come back. LOL. Yeah, put Frank at left guard.
Yeah, I gave that up. I think that's why I got Cade Mays. They know that's
Yeah,
probably
Frank's
gonna
not
happen.
coming back.
Yeah.
Mailbag, who you got for the finals tonight? Knights or Canes? Give me the Canes.
Canes.
Give me the Knights.
I actually just
Give me the
put a wager down. We got the Canes
Cane,
and the
Cane,
Spurs.
yeah.
We got the parlay going. I am tapped in now.
They both play tonight?
No.
No.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. They're gonna
Wednesday
be every other
basketball,
day.
but I got my two teams. Canes,
Jesus.
And Spurs. Let's go. Super excited.
Oh, my God.
The UA fan, please shame the intern who was promoting the WNBA on the morning show today. I didn't make it to that portion of the show. I got what I needed and got out.
His intern
I
Alex.
couldn't take the coping.
He's a big Caitlin Clark guy.
Did you listen to it?
Nope.
I saw her fight with her coach the other day.
I was at the gym.
Problematic. Yeah, that's where I was at too. I couldn't. I don't know. Sometimes you listen to them.
Jesus Christ, who's strangling
I
a
got what I
duck?
need.
Those jalapenos, man.
This is fucking gross.
Oh.
Thanksgiving was the biggest kick in the balls of the season.
Oh, man. That really was. Thanksgiving was.
Because I was so happy.
So happy.
It was euphoric.
We were like, they're going to do it.
We were singing Come Sail Away.
We were.
Like all day. For like an hour straight.
Man, yeah, that was a nightmare.
We were on the Ohio State stream in a blizzard when we found out that he was not actually coming back.
Are you serious?
Yes, it was
That's
hell.
awful.
And we were down.
You guys looked miserable
by
too.
like 3 touchdowns.
That looked brutal.
Michiguna with the super
You're
chat
ruined for
says
that.
F the
Shout
Rams. F the Rams for
Him
sure.
and Wildfat. I feel like Stick would do the same thing.
Stick would definitely do that.
Mailbag. Y'all remember that time Cartier said he wiped his ass backwards? Where's he been? Did someone
Mud nuts!
Did someone boot him or something?
I don't know. We gotta check the blocks.
I saw somebody on Twitter or Instagram say that
Blue-
KG.
Yeah.
yeah. That's a KG block.
Blue Lantern.
He wanted to play a game.
Drink every time KG says yeah when someone else is talking.
Shout out KG.
Oh shit.
Shout out KG. That's my guy. I don't see him anymore. It sucks.
Jacob Craig, co-worker today, said they hate the song Freebird. I said, how dare you disrespect USA Hockey like
What a
that?
communist.
You would have probably
Mud
not gone to jail
nuts.
if you punched him in the face.
Yeah.
It was a her.
Mud nuts.
Might have still skated.
Shout out the away fan.
Shout
No
out
pun
Mud Nuts,
intended.
dude.
Where's Mud Nuts been?
Where is Mud Nuts, dude?
Hashtag where's
He
Mud
might have
Nuts?
changed his name. Could have changed his name.
Cartier had like bad takes, right?
Probably went off the grid after that.
Cartier and Eazy, I'm pretty sure. I can never tell if they're trolling.
I don't know. I still don't
Or is
know.
that that
if Weezy's
horrific
trolling
of takes?
sometimes. Is Weezy in there?
But
Right?
Norris, there's a new account that was in here a little bit earlier today and yesterday. Norris something.
Weezy
Maybe
has
they
an
changed
official
the name.
burner. I
Oh,
can't remember
Noir?
which one it was.
Noir? Noir
that
was
his
like,
name?
he was big time pissed at what we were talking about.
That'd be Cartier or Weezy. I can see that
Mailbag
being a
from
burner.
Jesse Woodward. He says, "Is Woodward going to cover the Detroit PWHL team once they begin to play? We will.
Yeah, we'll get Justin on that.
We will.
Justin loves hockey. All hockey. He doesn't discriminate. He's going to do a
PWHL hockey shits on the WNBA. I'll say that. It's much.
Do they have
better to
Caitlin
watch.
Clark?
No.
KG and Spinny not being on the mics together to fuck with Neil is an L. Says
Yeah, I think so
it's a sad
too.
show. Or Sahad show.
But, you know.
Yeah, they do need someone to push back a little bit. Unky Neil was getting out of control this morning. And like Sean's like strong enough voice to do it. But he's being way too nice today.
Sean
he's
doesn't-
kept like trying to like and he, by the way, brilliant mind the way he was like reiterating these questions to get Neil to admit like there's some separation there between the two teams. And it's Neil.
Sean's an elder statesman now. He's not trying to argue with Neil.
Yeah.
Arguing with Neil is a chore, dude. It was taking years off my life.
Sean's a crash out too. I think that's why he knows better too.
Yeah. Sean is a crash out.
Like when he gets there, he's fucking crashing out.
I miss Sean and Maz.
I miss
Bruh.
Sean and Maz too.
Shout out to Spin Mo Backs. Bruh, only troll for the crash outs.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Spencer Torkelson just misses a home run by 2 feet. down
Warning
the
track
left field
power.
line. But
Who's the leader on the team right now? Dingler?
Dingler.
Ding dong Dingler.
Oh, that's my guy.
He's a dog.
He
But
is
shout
a
out
fucking
Torque.
dog.
I mean, getting on base, starting the second.
Shout
Now that
out.
we're
Wait, he's
further-
on base?
Got a double.
Oh, cool.
Just missed the homer
Cool,
by
cool,
literally inches.
Shout out Mission Nuke. I haven't seen in a while, man. Shout out to Woodward 2.0.
Shout out.
And the heavyweights. Appreciate you, boys.
We appreciate you guys all for sure.
Shout out Phil. Nobody crashed out like Sam. That's very true.
That's true.
Now
Love
we're
Sam.
more into the season. I've been watching since they've been losing.
Yeah.
How we feeling about Kevin's power?
I feel good where Kevin's at. I think he'll grow into 20-plus home run power.
Okay.
I think he'll end the year with around 15 maybe. It's not quite there yet, but I feel like he's in the position where he is trying to get on base because this team has nobody on base all the time.
Yeah.
He's
That's
just
fair.
going really good bat-to-ball skills.
Remember, he got like 3 home runs robbed in the first like 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah, 2 robberies and then one like literally an inch off the wall and right. I think he'll be just fine in terms of long-term power, but right now it's all about the gap-to-gap, getting on base, trying to produce runs. I think one thing about Kevin that's interesting is he stole a base the other night. I would like to see Kevin get going in the run game a little bit more to get guys behind him like a Gleyber Torres, if that's where they put him, like a Kerry Carpenter, Riley Green, Dylan Dingler, more opportunities with him in scoring position, because I think Kevin, obviously, he has the speed,
Kevin.
but he also has, the wherewithal to be able to read pitchers and get good jumps off first base. So I want to see Kevin end the season with around 25 stolen bases. He's at 9 right now.
I like that.
Kyle Swede with a good question.
Wenzel Perez, 2-run bomb. Let's go!
What the fuck?
The boys are, I'm telling you, they kept the wood shielded until Pride Month, and now they're going to be hitting some dogs.
That is crazy. They are going off for Pride Month. I remember going into this series, I watched your short, Nick, about fuck, we're so screwed against the Rays.
Yeah.
And now they're hitting.
I said we're going to get swept.
Cooking.
You got to do that before every series.
Sorry, boys. Detroit sports let me down. Easy, I had to take a break for my mental health.
Wenzel Perez. Right down the middle. Drives it.
I'm glad you're
Deep
back,
left.
Super chat in there.
Well.
Deep left.
We
field.
appreciate you, Mission.
It already happened.
Yeah.
I fucking have to watch
We're reading the
it
super
because-
chat.
Because we got Spenny fucking
Super chat.
spoiling.
$5.
How you like when people spoil movies, Spenny?
Ooh.
Woodward Cinema.
I don't give a shit. Woodward Cinema's dead. Mishanugas is
it already?
again. Sorry,
Oh,
boys.
damn.
Detroit sports let me down,
Dead
and I
before
have
it
to take
ran.
a break for my mental health. That's fair.
Shout out Wenzel.
I'm glad you're doing you better.
Well, that'll do it for us
Real
today.
quick, Chris and Nick, you guys did a phenomenal job. That first time you went to Game 7, covered it. We have a request in the chat if you guys would cover a PWHL game together.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I would.
That was tons of gas, honestly.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
lock in.
Well, that'll do it for us
Wow.
today. Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button for Easy, for Nick, for Chris, for Skywalker. I am Spencer. We're the Heavyweights. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
What brings you in today, Spencer Raxter?
Doc, I can't sleep.
And why is that?
I got a lot on my mind. I feel like I'm not streaming enough.
Streaming.
I don't know. I feel like I'm letting down the listeners.
Is there anything in your life you think you can take action to change this?
I was talking about, Woodward Heavyweights 5 to 7 Monday through Friday on the Woodward Sports Network. We're talking about doing a 24-hour stream. June 19th? Is that okay?
I'm only half.
Yeah, so Woodward Heavyweights second subathon, June 19th.
And an all-night stream. That can fix it?
You're the doctor. You've been taking. Sweetie. I mean.